Beautiful. Voice crack right off the bat, dude. God damn.
Nick just hit puberty.
About 10 seconds ago, dude. God damn. That was
Finally.
wild.
You're
What up?
finally a man.
What's up, Gameplay Boy? How you doing, big dog? Hope mom's doing all right.
Hey, gameplay boy.
So what up? Happy Tuesday, everybody. You know what it is. September 10th. We are flying through the goddamn year. September's going by quick. I'm starting to feel like fall outside at night in the morning, which I don't like. What up, Big Perk?
Big part.
Big Perk. Yeah, we got Big Perk. We're going to the Cardinal game a couple weeks. Like I said, we got every weekend I've got shit going on basically. I got this weekend I've got you have the UFC stream with I'm gonna have Franks over on Saturday, so we got the UFC Noche on Saturday, so we'll be doing that. And then next weekend we've got I believe next weekend would be the games. I don't know, maybe not, maybe that's 2 weekends. But then we've got Evolution Fest. So it's pretty busy rest of September. We got a lot to talk about. We got a pretty busy Discord today. We've got Kendrick Lamar obviously being, we'll talk about that being announced for the halftime show of the Super Bowl. We just got done with NFL Week 1. We won't go over that too much because we got sports tomorrow, but we'll gloss over a little bit. We got a new Deshaun lawsuit, which is just fucking disappointing and depressing. So we'll get into that just a little bit. We've got a presidential debate tonight, which I didn't even fucking know about until
Really?
I got a Hulu. Hulu's like, fucking watch it on Hulu. I'm like, oh yeah?
Yeah. So we'll be the haven, the safety net, tent, the cabin for the folks that don't even want to fucking put up with that shit tonight.
When is it on?
Come watch us.
Yeah. I assume it's on while we're on. 7:00, probably. Prime time. Yeah. Well, that'll be good. Honestly, we'll see what happens. I don't expect I don't know. What do you expect out of that? You expect Kamala to... obviously, both of them are fucking retards, but do we...
I expect Kamala to... Well, no, you can't embarrass Trump because he has too much pride. She will school him on a couple of things. He'll get in a couple shots, like schoolyard shots, like second grade,
yeah,
playground
debates, though. What wins TV debates?
Yeah, Kamala's going to come out on top of that one, but obviously Trump and his people will claim it's a smashing victory.
Dude, he's going to call her he's going to be like, where's that accent at, Kamala? And then I'm going to die. If he starts calling her out for the fake accent, dude, I might lose it. I hope he does hit her with some good ones, dude. Like I said,
he'll hit some classics tonight.
I hope so, dude, because, nobody cares. Look, when I'm watching a debate, I don't give a fuck what's coming out of their mouths. I just want to be ignorant. So Kamala, she's probably going to be speaking a lot of shit that makes a lot of sense, and nobody cares. We just want to hear Trump call her an idiot or something.
Donnie Ice shines brightest when the lights are brighter.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I need a few zingers tonight. That's all we want from these, because fuck them both. I'm not voting for either one of them, so hopefully we just get some good clips and memes and whatever out of it.
That's all. No one's gonna win, especially us Americans. We're all losing. But yeah, we will have a couple of laughs on the way to hell.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into that. We got a lot though, man. We've got fucking Happy Gilmore 2 just started filming, which we're gonna go over that. I don't know.
Is that going to be part of Adam Sandler's Netflix deal? Does he still owe them movies?
He has to, dude. Did you see who's going to be in it? I guess we could start there. Did you see who's going to be in it today?
Scotty Schefter?
Bad Bunny.
Why?
So we're just loading, exactly. So we're just kind of like, are we going that route?
Sandler does love celeb cameos. It's some cheap ass, let's get a celebrity and then make a joke about them, and just low-hanging fruit shit.
Yeah, dude, all right, hold on. So there's no way this movie's good, right? There's zero fucking way. There's no way. How'd the first one end again? He wins, right?
Yeah, totally.
He wins, but I'm trying to remember exactly how he ends, how it ends. Obviously he wins.
The TV tower falls down,
right?
And he's got to make that miraculous putt. Chubbs is in heaven, being like, "It's all in the hit. Find your happy place."
Right.
Blah, blah, blah.
Rest in peace.
There you go. So no Chubbs, sadly. but there will probably be some other black mystical character because Sandler.
Who do you think it's gonna be?
Ooh, maybe Craig Robinson.
It'd be good. What if we got Freeman to do it, dude? Old man Freeman. What is he? 100 now?
Happy. He's still around.
I'll swing that dick around, happy.
It definitely ain't
Happy,
Jay.
happy, happy. There's no way it's good. I'm assuming it's Happy Madison, obviously, but like, there's just.
What was
Why
the
are we doing
last
this?
Adam Sandler flick that you were like, that was good? If we
I haven't
pull up,
watched any of his recent ones, but I know Uncut Gems was good. I know that people loved that.
I don't. Even, but that wasn't like a Happy Madison production.
No, but yeah, it wasn't.
No, that was like the dude took a chance on bringing in Sandler for that.
If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Ollie oxen free.
Yeah,
Take a
Uncut
chance
Gems.
on me.
Yeah, he didn't produce it. He didn't do anything. They took a chance on bringing in Sandler on that one.
If you change your mind,
Take a chance.
dude, it's gonna be take a chance, dude. What a fucking sick back. What would you call that? Harmony? Is that harmony?
Yeah, I mean, it is a harmony.
But
It's kind of like a round, like when people do like row your boat, row your boat.
Yeah.
It's like a
So
round.
you would call that a round?
Yeah, a round. Very like Perry Como.
Yeah,
where
it
they're
really
just like
is.
the
It
whole
really
time.
does fuck, dude.
dude.
Okay, but anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to keep dude. When I am retarded when it comes from ABBA. I just can't help myself. I just am.
That's
like
the point of ABBA, dude. You lose
Yeah.
yourself in the fucking the fun.
Or like the moment you said take a chance, I'm like,
Take a chance. Oh yeah,
all right.
Frank, totally. Yeah, Snape, Severus Snape, Dumbledore. Yeah, exactly like that. Harry Potter.
Oh yeah. See, I don't know anything about Harry Potter. I'm
Well,
gonna watch it, but I was never a big fan of remake sequels like 20 years apart. Yeah, but Big Perk and I know from firsthand experience that they can be better than the original. Because in my opinion, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The that Tom Cruise movie was way better the second time around. Top Gun.
Oh.
Top Gun. I like the remake more, dude. Remake was fucking good. But yeah, 99% of the time, dude, they're not as good. Yeah, New Longest Yard is definitely better than the old one too. There are exceptions. Not very many. Don't you fucking dare.
Dude, I love Burt Reynolds though.
He's in both.
Yeah, but he's great as fucking Crew.
It's all right. That if there's anyone, that might be the only somewhat debatable one. Like now you're gonna tell me the last the what was it? The Bad News Bears. The new one of that was better too. I love the first one, but the second one was the bomb.
I will.
What up,
I
Green?
like Walter Matthau.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's okay if you're.
There's
a
a reason we remake them. Why? Because they're fucking classics.
Yeah, dude. Well, yeah. Yeah, I give you that. Like I said, those ones are all right. Top Gun though, Top Gun, the second one, dude. I walked out of that feeling American as fuck. Like, dude,
I'm not. You know that I'm not huge on Top Gun Maverick, but I will give you that Top Gun Maverick is better than the first one.
And I'm not even like I wasn't even a big first one guy. Like when we walked into I went to that movie because it was like a chance for the boys to get together. You know, like it was just like a hangout, and I'm like, hell yeah, let's fucking go. And I got there, I'm like,
on the beach, smacking each other's asses.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, I don't really care about any of this. But then I walked out of that going, dude, that movie was fucking so good. Now, but I don't agree with the 3 Batman remakes. I wasn't okay with Spider-Man remakes either until the multiverse came together. Oh, see, I love the remakes. I love I'm a not Tobey Maguire. What the fuck's that kid's name?
Andrew Garfield?
No, new one. The one now.
Tom
Holland.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, I love him. Love that kid.
There was never a bad Peter Parker, in my opinion. Tobey Maguire did all right.
Yeah, I think Tobey was a great Peter.
Andrew Garfield, he was kind of old for the role then, but
the only thing I didn't like about Andrew Garfield was that he shouldn't be like a pretty boy. He was like too good looking. Yeah, I was not an Andrew Garfield fan.
He was on some bad movies though, but he's a talented enough actor that he can do the best with the shitty material given.
What up, Green? I don't know if I had mentioned that a second ago, but what up? But there's no way that this. Okay, so back to Happy Gilmore 2. There's just no way. I mean, what do you? Where is this gonna come from? Like, where are they gonna go? I guess let's read about it. Like, where before we read about it, where do you think this is like gonna like revolve around? Is he coming back? Is he teaching? Is he coming back? Like, where is this gonna start?
I think that he like kind of loses his mojo. Like it's like maybe a little shot of redemption story. He's like the fading star, the John Daly now. You know, the guy that had the wicked drive. The media loved him. He's a darling. The fans love him still, but the stars faded. And so it's kind of like a Rocky IV kind of thing, where he gets called out by the young gun. I must break you.
I mean, that would be. I mean, maybe.
The Tommy Morrison calls him out. They have the street fight. It's like an exhibition match. Doesn't really count for anything, but you feel good at the
end. Well, he announced it. Obviously, if anybody's on social media, you've seen the picture. You know, he announced it by, you know, you saw the wardrobe of the old Boston Bruins jersey hanging on the rack. It was all over. I mean, at least Twitter. I'm pretty sure it was on Instagram where I first saw it, but it was all over Twitter. So, and it was this thing. It says, "It ain't over yet. The way I see it, we've only just begun." So I don't know what exactly. Yeah, here's the picture right here.
Oh, see, okay, there you go. So if you scroll up, I bet. Oh no, that's just from wardrobe. I thought maybe like that was a shot of like sporting goods store within the film's universe, like discount rack. Like, oh, we're selling Happy Gilmore jerseys.
Yeah, on the I mean, yeah, for sure. Like here, I just found this for $3.
Yeah, this is at the mall sports store.
So this is Happy Gilmore 2 is a sequel to the 1996 comedy directed by Dennis Dugan. The film follows Happy Gilmore, an unsuccessful. Okay, so we know this. Happy starts competing in golf tournaments to gather enough money to stop the foreclosure of his mama's house, grandmama. Netflix greenlit the sequel because why wouldn't it? Earlier this year, Sandler hinted that Travis Kelce, of course he is going to be. Can I? Side note: we're almost to that point already, right? Where we're too much Travis Kelce. He's like in a new movie now too, another new movie which I can't remember what he's in, but he's like just like, bro, he's everywhere. Now you got.
I can't fault anybody who's like, let me just grab the bag while they keep offering me bags.
Oh, look, dude. I mean, I'm not from. If I'm Travis Kelce, I'm for sure. But I'm just saying, like,
you feel overwhelmed
from our
by it?
point of view, dude. Not even overwhelmed. I'm just so fucking like tired of it. Like he's basically like, and now he's being toted around as like kind of like the big retard. Now you know, like he's kind of like the big retard dating. Yeah, right. But like he's kind of taken the thing or the
Gronk thing
from Gronk, you know, and it's just like I just feel like, and now he's everywhere, dude. Now it's like he's in movies. We've got I mean, good for him and Jason.
He's got weird haircuts and weird hats.
The weird haircut, the weird hats. He's in the Taylor Swift live show now. You know, he's got like his little part in the show. You know, he's fucking. What was the other thing? He, shout out to him and Jason for getting the $100 million contract for the Amazon deal. That was pretty cool. But like, I don't know if we talked about this last week, but did you read about all that shit, where they, his Travis Kelce's like agency had to come out and like dispel that rumor of that like fake, it was like a script that came out, right? So the front of the script said that Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift were basically put together to basically shuttle Travis Kelce into like superstardom, and then it had a date that they were supposed to break up on it. And everyone, obviously, that's like, people are like, okay, well, that's just some bullshit somebody cooked up on the internet. But it gained so much traction that his like agency had to come out and they're like, no, the relationship's real. like
I
this is
heard something similar, where it was like he had already ran by his lawyer like a breakup post, being like, "Hey, we have," it's like when what's that fucking bitch, Gwyneth Paltrow, when she divorced from the dude from Coldplay, and they called it like
right.
a unanimous uncoupling. And so like the legal language is so like tiptoeing through shit
It's
to be like, we are no longer together, but we
not a
still remain
divorce.
friends. We appreciate our time together, and we wish each other the best in our future endeavors. Like some of that shit. So I heard that like someone had found that, to which I probably figured it was probably some bullshit, anyways.
But like, man, what a weird. And then like, so it's just it's one of those things where it's like you could see why. Like, obviously, I don't believe in that conspiracy, but like, it's you could see why it gained so much because, like you say, now he's getting this $100 million deal. He's in every other. Now he's like getting movie deals. He's
There's a
on
lot
this,
of people making a lot of money off them.
yeah, and
They're a
then like
brand.
The NFL, right, is making all the money off them. I mean, we talked about it last week. They right before we got on last Tuesday, they had dropped the hype video for the 2024-25 season, and it had Taylor Swift in it like 7 times. It didn't have Lamar Jackson in it like once. He's the reigning MVP.
And Tay-Tay's never thrown. I don't think. Chat, check, fact check me, but I don't believe Tay-Tay's ever ran in a tutty bootleg.
Yeah, she may have. We don't
He
know.
may. I've been wrong before on this
He
show.
might be a bad motherfucker, dude. Somebody's gonna send this video of her truck sticking some motherfucker, dude, into the end zone.
Tay-Tay didn't get drafted out of Louisville.
Dude, it's unreal. So like, what the fuck's she doing? I mean, obviously you knew she was gonna be in it, but like, she was the centerpiece of this video. Which, again, I'm not one of those people who's like,
There's a centerpiece of a franchise being ignored.
yeah, straight the fuck up. And not only that, I mean, look, I'm a Ravens hater. I'm a Lamar hater to an extent. Like I said, I mean, not really. I only
By
when
association.
only when Perk starts talking shit. But like, um, the guy's a fucking unanimous MVP, 2-time MVP, and I think he's not. I don't think he was in the video. He might have been in the video once, but like, what the fuck are we doing here? So it's just but I'm not one of those people who's like, oh man, get that shit out of here because like, look, never as long as they're able to put Taylor Swift on TV, they're going to, like,
They have attracted more female viewers than any titty cancer, pink sleeve, or pink pair of gloves I've ever done.
dude, straight up. Look
No
now,
Susan G. Komen bullshit.
yeah,
Titty
dude. No one
cancer
gives
cleat.
a fuck about Susan, dude. No one gives a fuck about her. Like, it's a new age. Look now, obviously, cancer, Taylor Swift. Cancer obviously up here, but like, but when was the last time some chick said, "I'm gonna watch this fucking football game because they're raising money for tit cancer"? It just doesn't happen.
Not my wife.
But they want to watch it for the 15 seconds they're going to see Taylor Swift, or now that everyone loves Travis Kelce, everybody's going to watch it for him. Even, yeah, he does look like, Word Frank just said it a minute ago, not that long ago, he was white boy at the cookout. Now he's like your stepdad, straight up. Bro, he was dating like have you ever seen that chick he was dating before her, which I think she turned out
Crazy
to be kind of
bitch?
crazy. Yeah, the black chick. Dude.
She all fucked up.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's what you do, dude. You could put your dick in some crazy. You could afford that.
But yeah,
because the brand wasn't so big.
And now it's the biggest. So it's very weird. So
showing up to the U.S. Open with Tay-Tay, singing "The Darkness." Did you see that video?
I did see that. Yeah,
they were singing "I Believe in a Thing Called Love," rocking the fuck out. He's got a hat that looks like he's a fry cook in a 1970s KFC.
Yeah. Well, and now we're getting the public appearances of him and the Mahomes because they have to dispel the, are they beefing? Because now everyone's like, Taylor Swift's like the most liberal fucking person there is, and then
she's hanging out with Brittany Mahomes.
And Brittany Mahomes is a Trumper, so it's like, they sat at different suites at the Chiefs game right after. So like a week ago, she had made a post. I guess like Brittany Mahomes made a post. I guess they're like hashtag MAGA or something. So basically, like voice for support for Trump, and then like the very next opportunity that they had to be together, they sat in separate suites. Which obviously there's 10 million reasons why two famous females could be sitting in two separate booths at a football game.
The big world.
But they were, of course, like, well, is this because she's a Trumper, blah, 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 you know, and then we got all the photos of them at that U.S. Open. They're, like, hugging because they were with the Mahomes and shit like that. It's just like, damn.
I can't, more than, because, look, I'll be on record as saying I'm not annoyed or inconvenienced or slighted in any way by the degree of attention that they're getting right now. It is what it is. I get it. They're getting their bag. But I am annoyed by people who, like, that's how you spent your day speculating on whether or not Tay-Tay and Brittany Mahomes are not biffles anymore.
Dude,
that will annoy the fuck out of me.
Straight up, though. Yeah, she does annoy the fuck out of me, though, Brittany Mahomes. She sucks.
That whole family apparently sucks. I don't know.
Yeah, even the dad. Dude, what happened? Pat got all the good luck, dude. Daddy's a drunk, and his brother's a sexual assault and possibly gay.
Yeah. You know? Like the direct opposite of Aaron Rodgers' family.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is the fucking loony in his
That's
family.
what I was saying. He got all the shit.
Yeah, he got all the shit and looked like shit last night on Monday Night Football. Did not look very good last night. The Jets did not look good last night.
Rod Taylor coming in to clean up.
Yeah, he looked good for about 15 seconds last night. Everybody's like, "Damn, you still got it." And then it went to shit. So
he was making like Zach Wilson plays last night.
Yeah, well, again, we're gonna get back to this, but there is a lot of rumors coming out. There are a lot of reports coming out into this season, basically saying like there is zero unity in that locker room. Like he's been gone all training camp, basically, you know, doing this whatever the fuck he was gone for all those times. And now, did you see he's getting a Netflix show? Now he's getting so now Aaron Rodgers. It's called like Aaron Rodgers Unfiltered or something, and it's like it's straight up a camera following Aaron Rodgers. It's just a show about Aaron Rodgers. Like, I don't know, like, I guess what he was doing. So he must have been filming this during the off season. So this is why he couldn't come to camp or whatever. Like, so apparently there's just a lot of people that are like, Jets Titan could be interesting. Fuck off. Yeah, Jets Titan could be interesting for sure. But yeah, it's like, dude, nobody wants to see that shit. But of course, you know, so there is a lot of rumors about that, you know, that he is just kind of like, some of these younger players are like, yeah, he's Aaron Rodgers, but like, motherfucker missed all last year.
How invested is he really?
Right.
You know, it gets to a point where like you'll die for that shit. But like, he's at an age where it's like,
guy that just blew his leg off. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he really wanting to come back?
Would you die for this shit?
Yeah, so it's interesting. So that was interesting. But again, we're going to get into that a little more later when the front office gets here. Hey, the front office is going to be here. Like, holy shit, we didn't even mention that to open the show. Boys,
he's not fucking here.
He's not fucking here, dude. What a pussy. At some point today, apparently the front office is back. We were going to make a grand entrance for him when we got here. It was going to be a big old woo. Fucker's not even here. He's like an hour late. So apparently we're going to get the front office. And when he does, we will get into the Browns and the Deshaun thing and whatever. Fuck off, and I'm almost gone. You're almost gone? What the fuck do you mean you're almost gone? Still need to be a teammate for guys to go to battle with. I'm so lost right now. Yeah, Green tomorrow. We do got Green on tomorrow, too. We're going to do our free agency because we survived. We were third place in our guillotine, 112. We'll get into that, though.
Because I lost, does that mean I'm out?
In what? The Survivor thing?
Yeah, the thing where like we made your weekly pick of who was going to win or lose. And
yeah, so I don't know how that works. I'm going to have to look at that today. Oh, yeah, kids got awards tonight. That's right. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at that because I don't know. I know we're supposed to be eliminated, but if I know I could also bring people back after the commissioners, so I don't know if that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, Bengals fucked me.
Yeah, Bengals fucked everybody. Fucking trash organization, dude. That's why I'm not worried about the Browns. Again, we're going to get into this because, look, the rest of the East doesn't look good. But yeah, shout out to Tatum, dude. Got the awards tonight, so yeah, that'll be good. That'll definitely be good, for sure. But all right. Well, anyway, we were talking about Travis because again, it looks like he's going to be in this new Happy Gilmore movie. He says we have something nice for Travis. Sandler said on the Tonight Show last month. He's going to come by. He's a very nice guy. You guys would love him in real life. What a big, handsome guy. Funny and cool as hell. He's a stud, and he's so funny. Sandler, who is reportedly co-writing the script with Tim Harley, is that the guy? He didn't do the first one, did he? No.
Tim Harley.
Harley? He didn't do the first one.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's just some writing partner of his.
Yeah. Also teased that pro golfers would make cameos, of course.
Oh.
So Universal Pictures released the film directed by Dennis Dugan, which grossed over $82 million worldwide.
Dude, please bring back Daniel Lafferty though, from the original, just so he can do the fucking.
Yeah.
Just
I'm sure there's going to be like some surprises in there like that, some Easter eggs from the first one, I would assume, type thing.
Can we write in Scheffler getting arrested in a scene?
Yeah, that'd be sick, dude. I mean, is that the golfer, the drunk one? That always looks drunk. He always looks drunk. But
so he's just so chill. He's got ice in the veins.
Yeah.
That's why he went triple fucking birdie to fucking ice it last week. Dude's insane.
Well, I sure hope this thing comes out on Netflix because I am not gonna pay money to watch this fucking movie. I'll tell you that. There's no way it's good. There's just no way.
I will. In Adam Sandler's defense, he just came out with another stand-up special on Netflix called "I Love You."
Yes, he did.
Pretty good. Pretty good. It's your standard Sandler stand-up affair. A lot of music, but it's fun. I recommend watching it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that means he can write a good Happy Gilmore 2 20 years later. But I just don't know. I just don't see there being a war. I'm gonna watch it. We're all gonna watch it. And shout out to Adam Sandler, still out there doing it, dude.
Like I said, taking the bag, dude.
Taking the bag, and he's out
money's there being thrown at you. You'd be silly not to just sit there and
playing pickup hoops, dude. Guys still playing pickup hoops.
Yeah.
All right.
Still dresses like a fucking 13-year-old.
Well, all right, baby. What should we get into, dude? What's going on, though? How you guys doing tonight? You guys fucking... Where's Frank? Is Frank still in here? Is anybody still in here? Does anybody still watch this show? I feel like we've been slowing down lately. You pussies. I guess we didn't stream it all this weekend. That's my bad, too. It was just I don't know. We didn't stream this
5
weekend.
people watching.
Is there 5 people watching? Hey!
5 people.
I think Bud might be gone, boys. I don't know what's going on here. I think we need to call. I think we need to just show up to where he lives and just make sure he's alive. You haven't heard from him?
No, I haven't, but I hope he's well.
Feel like I'm here. Yeah, Green. Well, I wish you were here, dude. But apparently your kid takes fucking priority.
Good.
Nah, dude. Fuck the kids.
Good.
I'm here just driving home from work. I've been sick yesterday, so hoping I beat this quick. I'll beat it quick for sure.
Everybody's getting sick right now.
I feel like shit too, honestly. I've been telling Chan for 2 days I feel like I'm getting a cold.
Damn. A lot of people in my office getting it.
Man, dude. It is what it is, right?
I'm just ducking it.
Yeah, getting 80s in school. What a tool. Is 80s good? What does that mean?
80s are B's, right?
But is that what that means in Canada?
Is that what they use? Just numerical shit?
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking Canadians, dude. All right, well, let's get into something then. Let's talk about this really quick. This will be really quick since this is right up next to our boy 80%. Yeah, I think a B. Yeah, that's a B.
Boy.
This is actually closest. This is the closest story we got to Canada today. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, there is a story in Canada.
Was there a story in Canada?
I posted a Canadian story.
Oh, the bear?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. All right. Well, this is the second closest thing to Canada. Fucking, I've got it pulled up too. I just didn't read it. I just pulled it up because I try not to read them too much.
Right.
But I do get it pulled up. All right. Well, fuck. So we're gonna go back to back. Then we're gonna get the Canada's out of the way before Sweet Lips has to leave. First one, not even really Canada, just close. This is Minnesota. Now, this is a food I want to. Now, look, we deep fry a lot of shit in this world nowadays. We deep fry a lot. There's actually I would almost say there's less things. There's more things we deep fry than we don't nowadays. Everything can be deep fried. I actually just saw a guy the other day.
Go to any
And
state fair, you will find
I
weird
saw a
things.
video the other day, and the caption was this is the most big backed thing I've ever seen, and I had to watch it. And there was some guy deep fried watermelon, a slice of watermelon, and then I forget but he had like a dip he made for it. Like, dude, I was like, no way, but he like when he bit it, it was still juicy. I don't know if it's good or not, but
I'm
we're doing
surprised though,
everything nowadays.
because I don't know if you've ever accidentally gotten water into a deep fryer. It is a violent reaction. So I'm surprised because watermelon is like
So watery.
95% water. I'm surprised it didn't just fucking explode.
Wild, dude. Yeah, this guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe it was a
Like a
he
flash
definitely deep
fry.
fried it.
Like you
Yeah,
can do
maybe.
fried ice cream. You just
Yeah,
gotta coat it.
fried ice
Yeah.
cream, which is pretty good. I know a particular minority that would love that. God damn it, Frank.
Jesus
dude.
Christ, bro.
All right, well here's a new one though. Here's one that I don't even understand why or how.
Sure.
Okay, and I saw this right when we got on here. Before we got on here, deep fried ranch dressing.
Ew. Ew.
Ranch dressing filling made with ranch seasoning, buttermilk, and cream cheese in a panko shell, deep fried and dusted with ranch powder, served with a side of hot honey sauce crafted with Crybaby Craig's hot sauce.
So you have to dip your ranch. You dip your ranch in honey.
And it's ranch.
Ew.
Seasoned with ranch, dusted with ranch. And people were like, I want to hate this, but like apparently they brought this out at this state fair, Minnesota State Fair. And this thing apparently just like blew the fuck up.
I think Minnesota State Fair kind of has the reputation for like the gnarliest deep fried shit. I think it's kind of it's like a thing where people are trying to outrageous each other.
How do you do this though? Like, how do you dip ranch into a? So I guess you're putting ranch into something.
Well, so they're mixing it. So you said ranch seasoning with cream cheese. So it's soluble. You know, you can roll it into a ball or whatever. Not you roll that in panko shells, and then you just kind of do a little flash fry.
Bro, that's fucking disgusting.
It's
blue
foul.
Cheese or go fuck
it's
yourself.
Foul, bro.
Or go fuck your mother. No, I actually am not
blue
a blue
cheese.
cheese
Or go
guy.
fuck your mother. I hate that fucking ranch.
But dude, this is would you try this?
No.
You wouldn't if you wouldn't eat one with the hot honey sauce. The hot honey sauce almost makes me want to try it just for the hot honey
If someone else is buying it, because I'm not paying for that shit, but if someone else buys it and was like, hey, Stuart, want to take a bite of the corner of this fucking thing? Okay. There we go. Thank you. Yuck. I hate my life. Let me go find like a deep fried Oreo. Because that's good.
See if I can see if there's
you
anything
go find
on
a
the Twitter
foot-long
sphere.
corn dog. Or a giant turkey leg. We're at a state fair. There's so many other things I would rather try than that.
So here's an actual picture of them.
It's just a fucking... Oh, God.
This guy needs to trim his fingernails. Let me tell you something. You fucking males out there, I'm just gonna. I have to say this because it pisses me off. Trim your motherfucking fingernails, dude. I'd rather you just bite the bitches, dude. Bite them off. I don't give a fuck. Dudes that walk around with this right here get fucked. Like, it's disgusting.
How can you stand? Because you know you're just catching dirt and shit underneath that.
It's disgusting. I don't understand it. Trim your goddamn fingernails, dude. And look, it's 2024. Coke nails, blunt nails, that shit is over with, dude. Trim your fucking fingernails and then wash that hand.
You fucking loser. It's fucking amateur hour over here. Key bumps, trim your nails.
Franks, if we flew to the hungriest part of Mogadishu today, right, dropped off 2,000 deep-fried ranch bites, do you know how many people we'd kill?
Oh, don't give the MAGA crowd any ideas.
straight up, we would be dropping ranch bites out of the sky, dude.
Sounds like a Saturday at Applebee's.
Yeah, straight up. Which I don't think MAGAs fuck with them either anymore. Don't they? Don't they hate Applebee's?
I don't know. They have that song. I don't like Applebee's.
Yeah, but I thought they got kicked out. I thought
something.
they switched on Applebee's because they couldn't like loiter there, or they couldn't do. There was something I swore. I don't know. I'll have to look that up here in a second too.
Where are they gonna go now?
Oh, here we go. Here is Senator Tina Smith.
Bitch, get the.
It's really good. The hot honey.
Bitch, you're telling us whether you liked it before you even swallowed it.
So I had to try Lulu's deep fried ranch, and it's really good. The hot honey.
Is that what you do when you taste your husband's cock?
For pretty much anything, but this might be its best.
Dude, she hasn't had a wee wee in.
So I had
she has not sucked a cock.
22 years.
Deep fried ranch.
But look, that shit ain't even in her mouth. I mean, it's on her lips, not even in her mouth. And
like, it's so good.
The moment that shit comes, she goes, "Oh, that's fucking good."
It's really good. The hot honey.
That is, yeah, dude. This is Foreman. That's kitty, dude.
So these people love this shit.
Deep fried ranch. Really good. Really good.
Look, props on the shade.
All right, deep fried ranch.
I mean, yeah, shout out to these people for doing it.
I don't like this fucking.
Start all over, unbig my bag. Start all over again. I want some deep fried ranch, my friend. I ain't sharing. Get your own, bitch.
Dude, shout out fucking Red Man's cousin.
Shout out to fucking
Start all over again. I want some deep fried ranch, my friend. I ain't sharing. Get your own, bitch. Unbig my bag.
I'm eating one. Damn, that guy's got a hog.
Is that
fried cheese stick? Jesus Christ.
What I do want to try, I want to try one of those Korean.
Oh, here we go.
Or Korean.
So they've also got a Korean hot dog.
Korean corn dog.
Korean corn dog.
Koreans have like changed the corn dog game to where like they roll.
Did we talk about this? We rolled it and it.
I don't know.
I swear we've talked, and it's really crispy.
Yeah, they'll roll it in like diced potatoes and shit.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal. What the fuck is that?
So this is a peanut butter and jelly biscuit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd put that in my ass, dude, straight up. Cold. I would inhale that through my ass.
Is that just
I have friends in Minnie who go to the state fair and they said it's the best thing on earth. The state fair or the fried ranch?
Oof. Rough, dude. Nah, because I look at the dipping sauce. It's not that hot, honey. I imagine the texture of that to kind of be like a crab rangoon. You know what I'm saying? Cream cheese filling. But again, it just tastes
she
like
loved
ranch.
it. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely try one for sure. But yeah, that was a new one. I saw that and I'm like, damn, I don't really know how to feel on that one. We'll wait.
Korean corn dog is just a regular corn dog, but half the size.
What's wrong with all the great deep fried food we currently have that people want to pretend they'll order that over Moz sticks or fried? I don't like fried pickles.
I like pickles, but I don't really do the fried pickle thing.
Let's see if I can find the watermelon real quick. The guy that here it is. Here's the
fried
guy
mozzarella cheese stick, though, man. That's the shit.
With a Kool-Aid sauce.
First things first, you want to bust your watermelon down the middle.
Let's make chicken fried watermelon with a Kool-Aid sauce.
First things first, you want to bust your watermelon down the middle just like that. Then you want to outline your drumstick. Use your knife and follow the line just like that. Then you're going to season your flour up with my everything seasoned. Standard breaded procedure, flour, egg, flour, and fry that bad boy up. Look how beautiful that looks. So the sauce, water in the pot, some Kool-Aid, some sugar, some honey. Then you're gonna hit that thing with some Hennessy and a slurry to thicken that bad boy up. Listen to that crunch and you already know this bussin'.
I don't know if that, when he bit into it, was that actually watermelon?
Let's make chicken fried watermelon.
Like chicken.
I'm skeptical. Yeah, it looked like he just like bit into some chicken.
Bussin'.
The one that this is the one that I saw had him dip the shit in it. I saw him dip it. Where's
Watermelon with a Kool-Aid sauce.
How about it's not? Fuck wrong with this nigga, man? Sit your black ass down somewhere, bro. What, Kamala Harris put you up to this? You don't think she did enough for the black vote already? Man, get your black ass on somewhere, bro. As soon as I saw this video, I wanted to call him a nip.
Let's make chicken fried watermelon with a Kool-Aid sauce.
How about it's not?
deep fried whole watermelon is so good. Testing out deep fried. Yeah, so people have been doing this it's all over YouTube, but yeah, I don't know if that guy actually did that with that. That video definitely looked a little sketch. Yeah. But the one I saw is he drugged the thing across, like it just looks like thick Kool-Aid, like the sauce. It just looks like a thick
syrup.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm like, ugh. And I don't know if anybody, well, obviously he put a lot of sugar in it, but if anybody's ever tried Kool-Aid's, the powder without sugar, it's fucked.
Strong.
You have to take a 23andMe. Dude, you're fucking idiot. All right, let's get into the other fucking northern story we have before our boy has to leave. And I'm gonna let Stuart talk about this one because this is his little thing. But let me get this pulled up here for you.
But up in Canada, up in Windsor, I believe that's in Ontario. Yeah. Bear cub driven. Oh, go back up to the title there. Bear cub driven by two men from northern Ontario to Windsor and fed it Taco Bell. So these dudes,
from what we know before, obviously it was an expensive trip. Taco Bell is.
Taco Bell's pricey these days.
Jewish.
We're going hard. Let's see. The director of a Chatham-based animal rescue charity is calling on people to seek local support for injured wildlife after two men picked up a black bear cub in northern Ontario and took it on a 10-hour drive south to Windsor in their vehicle. The executive director of the Chatham Kent Pet and Wildlife Rescue Center says her organization took care of the bear cub after it was found in the back of a van in Windsor. Miriam Armstrong says two men found the bear in the middle of the road while driving near Cochrane and decided to bring it to Windsor and said that they fed the bear food from Taco Bell. Armstrong says her team couldn't see any obvious injuries to the 4-month-old bear, but the animal was lethargic and stressed after being in a vehicle for 10 hours. Well, and probably all a little fucked up in the stomach.
Dude, what did it say? What they fed him?
Well, I wanted to ask you, what would you feed a bear at Taco Bell?
Cheesy Fiesta potatoes.
Really?
Yeah, cheesy Fiesta potatoes and a fucking Mexican pizza.
Because I know bears like sweets. Like, there's a really popular bear. That's what I'm saying, dude. The cinnamon holes. I would get like a 20-pack because one of the more popular like bear attractants is modeled after jelly donut. So I was like, okay, let me just load this bear up with some fucking cinnamon holes.
Dude, you give a bear enough cinnamon rolls on a 10-hour drive, and it's gonna be peeing out of its asshole.
Or asleep. Hope it just goes sugar coma. So it doesn't maul
like,
my
damn, what do we do now
face.
that this bear just shit down both of its legs? We've got 6.5 hours to go.
Or, I mean, imagine if they're like, beefy 5 layers, dude. We'll just load this bear up with beefy 5 layers. And it's just, its ass is spitting in this van.
It's literally like, it sounds like it sounds like a sputter, dude. Sounds like Uncle Buck's car. You know what I'm saying? Like it just sounds like the kickback
It's
from
like,
Uncle Buck's vehicle.
Is there a clog in our fuel injector? No, that is that bear
Oh, that bear is fucking
munching on a
literally-
Mexican pizza.
Yeah, that bear's 6 crunch wraps deep, dude.
Oh my god!
I think I just heard a little funny noise though. Did you hear a
Nick,
little funny noise in our
Stu,
ear?
is that you?
Oh,
Ladies and
my
gentlemen,
Is that
All right, well, let's pull this off. Fuck
Did
the
I
bear.
make it?
Fuck Canada. Ladies
ladies
and
and
gentlemen,
gentlemen, the front office is back.
an hour late.
Hey!
what's
Welcome
up, boys?
back, bud.
Thank you, thank you.
Dude. How's it clean bill of health?
Clean bill of health. We are good to go. No finger in the butt today.
I was just gonna ask.
Just
that
a
was my
Skinner
very
colonoscopy.
next
That's the
question.
first one. It has to be the first one. That has to be the first one.
Have you ever had that?
No,
What?
we're not.
Me
We shouldn't
neither.
be old enough.
Yeah. You ever had a finger in your ass, Stuart? At the doctor? I'm not talking about sex. If you better you see how you had to think about it, you should know if a doctor
Yeah.
put his thumb in your ass.
No, not. I think I've had a doctor look at my ass, but I don't think he ever like inserted anything.
Yeah, me neither. For sure. I'll remember at Riverport when Tom had to go get it done and it came back and he was different for like 2 days.
He was bummed.
He was like truly bummed.
I think he was maybe playing it up a little bit though.
Yeah, probably. But then again,
He was
like,
in there being like a little
kind of
light.
it's kind of hard to act when you're got your butthole tickled for the first time though.
Do that. You're questioning everything.
So dude, welcome back. What's it been?
Dude, man, it's unbelievable, but it's only been about 2.5 months.
That's a lie, Stu. You should be able to answer right away if the answer was no. Exactly.
Well, I mean, because I've had what's that thing? An enema? I've had an enema.
Damn,
Ooh.
you got
I
your
know,
butthole
I know.
pumped, dude.
What's that?
You got your butthole pumped.
Yeah, they put the liquid to help you poo. I was like
Nice.
13 or something.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
That's literally terrifying.
Oh yeah, no, it was not like a good time.
People do that just for fun.
That I don't. There's nothing fun about that. I mean, pooping feels good, so I mean, it's pooping, but again, it's just not a good time. Is that what the priest told you he was doing?
Well, fucking dude. So okay, so since the last time you were here, then, so is the world a better place now than it was when you left it?
Are we safe?
No.
Are our borders secure?
Thankfully, they don't have
Our
me on the
problem.
border problem. If I was on the border problem, the answer would definitely be no. Safety wise, we're
Just
doing
him
better.
going.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like
Please
one
stop.
man. Yeah. Hey, I know you want to cross, but maybe not today. Maybe
That's
tomorrow.
just the 49th parallel. He's fucking it up in Canada.
Yeah.
All these Canadians walk past and go, "Sorry."
Yeah. Poor Green's been trying to cross the border, and I just keep telling him no.
He's like, I'm just
Sorry,
trying to
Green.
visit. They're like, dude, stay.
I'm like, I don't believe you. You're lying.
We'll let you across the border when the fucking Riders win a game. How about that? It's a sketchies, dude.
I'll see you in 10 years.
Jesus Christ. So what's up, dude? How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. It was a tough. I don't know if you guys have hit week 1 NFL yet.
No, we saved that in the Browns. We're gonna. We figured we would talk not a whole bunch of week 1 because of.
I know.
Are you like back normal schedule? Are you gonna or like are you here tomorrow?
I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but I'm going to be more normal than it has been. So
Okay, because obviously we won't
yeah.
get super heavy into sports until tomorrow.
I
But
know.
yeah, I definitely want to
know.
talk a little week 1. I definitely want to talk about the Browns and
at least we have another controversy to talk about, which is not necessarily football related.
which one is that?
Well, of course, our own Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah. We were going to bring that up too. We were going to wait on that. So I guess we'll start there. We'll hop, we're just gonna make a hard right turn because we were talking about bears eating Taco Bell, and bears peeing
Like
out of their
actual
assholes.
bears?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some
Long story, dude.
Canadian dude spit up their Taco Bell.
Yeah, fucking Canadians, dude. That's all you need to know.
Did it kill the bear?
No, Bear is happy. Actually, Bear loved it.
Okay.
Bear got a job at Taco Bell when it was done. Got a summer job, dude.
For sure.
But, but yeah, we'll make a hard right turn into Sparts though. So I guess Green's not here anymore. Green said he's listening because you just missed him. He had to leave for his son. He's got an award show or something at school.
Oh, cool. Well, what's up, Green? If
So
you
we
can
had to
still
go
be
do
still
that.
here. Yeah, I see we got Mr. Franks in the chat.
Yeah, it's been real slow since you've been gone, dude. I think people just stopped tuning in. I think people miss you and just don't care about us. It's been kind of our growth has been steadily not declining, but just kind of mellowed out.
They miss the dynamics, the three-peat dynamics. Everybody knows things are better as threes. Basketball, big three, obviously. Desserts, right? You're thinking of like Neapolitan. Where'd you think I was going with that?
I was like, I don't know. I've never
fucking
eaten
clue.
like 3 different desserts.
I'm like, yeah, I've never been like, damn, I want one. I guess I got to get 3.
unless it's a cheesecake for Nick.
Yeah, well then I'll get well, he's eating that cheesecake with me, those little squares at the foundry.
Oh, you're damn right.
Damn right. Of course I get 3 for $11. Duh.
No fucking brand. But you know what I mean? Like things are better in threes.
Yeah, so but now we can resume our normal scheduled program. We can continue our rise to the tippity top, which I guess I shouldn't say that because that's a doc disrespect thing, which we can talk about him here in a little bit too, because he's back. He made his comeback, so we'll talk about that here in a little bit as well. And his comeback was fucking huge.
Was it? I didn't see the numbers,
dude. His comeback video that night had before I went to bed that night, his comeback stream had 2.2 million streams.
Oh boy!
And while he was streaming, he had 300-something thousand people live watching.
Yeah. When he first logged in, if you watch just the clip of him making that opening statement, it was already 170,000 people.
Oh jeez.
Now he streamed again yesterday. He's back. I assume he's back on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. Well, I guess we'll get into this real quick, so we just get this out of the way. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. So we streamed yesterday. I clicked on it just to kind of see what he had. He had 40,000, which is still a lot of people watching. But yeah. So he did. He made the comeback. I don't know how much you've seen of it, front office, if any.
I've seen the clip. I think you had actually sent me the clip of him coming back, but I didn't watch any of the official comeback stream.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's it's really not. You're really not much. Yeah, it wasn't much. I mean, after the basically after he leaves Matt, so they just there's some new shit coming out today. Esports. There's an Esports Illustrated. That's funny. But
wow.
Yeah, so the stream outside of him giving the explanation of everything, it was just kind of like him going back to whatever, and then he kind of got, he was getting a lot of donations. It kind of just turned into a normal stream, but he kind of shied away from that for the most part after that. But yeah, it was like I was telling Stuart, it makes it doesn't really make anybody else. It just makes Twitch look bad. It just makes it doesn't really make him. It doesn't make him look any better. I mean, I guess it makes him look a little better as he wasn't, because the story I guess he's telling is that he comes out, he does his big old comeback, and obviously the first thing everybody wants to know is, okay, well, you've been gone for 3 months. He made that weirdo post, it basically admitting to all this shit, and then he disappeared. Then he comes back out of nowhere, and he's like, we're fucking back. Vacation's over, blah, 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 kind of making it seem like he's about to just, it's almost like while he was away, the lawyers or whoever's in his ear were like, okay, we just got to have to come back confident. Just come back and just kind of act like, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Because when he left, he's making the statement, and it was almost like he was apologetic, and he was like,
now
blah,
he's
blah, blah.
defiant.
Now it's more like, you fucking, I was never in the wrong. You guys are fucking crazy for thinking whatever. Now, his story.
He's walking back his own shit.
Yeah, he's walking back his own shit. We all remember, when he made the statement, when on Twitter, he edited it a bunch of times. He put the word minor in it, took the word minor out of it.
in.
it back in. Now he's saying that he did that to lure. He basically did that to trick journalists and stuff into seeing it and running with the story before. What's going on?
Stu was air jerking.
I thought you were saying I needed to go turn up, or you couldn't hear me or something.
No. We're good.
But yeah, so he's saying like, I did that because I wanted journalists to see that and start writing their stories before they did any type of research or any type of investigating of their own. They just ran with this narrative and now he's apparently, which now the one thing I've heard about this, now if he starts suing people and he starts winning these, then maybe that would be pretty smart chess move if this turns out to be true, which I don't think it is. But like, he's like, I did all that stuff, and then I said I said she was a minor because I knew that people were just going to run with it. And then he says like, well, did they ever actually look to see if she was a minor in her jurisdiction? Which tells you, obviously she's between 16 and 18. More than likely, Stuart told me she's 16 or 17. Could be 17 or 18. I mean, you never really know.
Depends on the state that she was in. So the fact that he has to use that, like, it's like, you're 38 though, dude. Like,
right. You're blocking legally. You're using a legal defense, but has nothing to do with the social picture of what you've actually done.
Cool. There's your technicality.
Right. And then he's saying that like a lot of this was kind of like, he's basically calling it like a goose, not a goose chase, but like a witch hunt. It's more or less like, this was once this was forwarded to Twitch, nobody was going to do anything about it. They read it and they had deemed that none of it was like inappropriate or like crossed any lines or something or like that. So they weren't going to do anything about it. And then they forwarded it to like the national, missing kids or kids sexual whatever agency, and they never did anything with it. So they never advanced it. So that, right then and there kind of tells you like that nobody really thought it was worth at least pressing charges or making a stink about. So then this guy who Dr. Disrespect fired as his Twitch manager beforehand is the one that apparently took this claim after everyone denied doing something about it and saying there's nothing here. He took the claim and sent it up to like basically fast-tracked it all the way to the top to some friend of his at Twitch. And within like a half hour of this guy getting the chat logs, they made the decision to ban him. So,
damn.
If anything, he still looks bad. Now it just makes Twitch look bad because obviously there's some shit going on here where like, again, like you said, legally didn't do anything wrong as far as we're concerned. He talked to a 16 or 17-year-old. Obviously they didn't think it was too crazy or he didn't cross any too crazy of lines for them to press any charges. But still, like, what are we doing in Twitch?
At a personal level, yeah, you're a fucking creep, bro.
Yeah, and he's even says that he's like I'm interactive with my fans, man. He's like I want to be interactive with my fans. So, yeah, I use Twitch whispers. I'm like, dude, but maybe just be like,
why?
Maybe just like, interact with your fans that are like 21, or maybe don't interact with the teenagers. Yes, you don't have to interact with every single one, Yeah. So the way I put this to Stuart is to me all this does is it takes him kind of out of the he's like a child predator more and puts it more into like not he's just another weirdo Hollywood star that likes girls on the absolute line. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and there's plenty of them.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
There's Leonardo DiCaprio. There are so many of those that are around right now that it just so he just to me he just gets bunched into that now. He's just another fucking weirdo that has got a lot of money. He's got a family that he's probably bored of because he's got all this money type thing. It's just one of those things where it's they have to wander and they end up doing something just stupid shit like this.
What is the appeal when you're an aging male? What is the appeal of the toe in the line of legality? Is it like you're chasing the youth that you don't have but wish you had? Like, is Leonardo DiCaprio just like not wanting to grow old? So he's like
it's like
are you immature? Are you a 38-year-old man who wears a fake mustache and his job is to play video games?
Right. Well, yeah, exactly. Or like, does it just I don't know. Like, does it make you feel good? I guess maybe it makes you feel like you're not getting older. As long as you can pull these 16, 17, 18-year-olds, like you just aren't that old yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like but it's super. He's always doing that since he was like 21, never stopped. And that's what I mean, though. I mean, it's super weird. Like, it's just like, you got people like, I mean, how many times we covered a band on here that we've listened to that, has married somebody when they were 14 or 15 or 16, just like straight up illegal shit. I mean, we've covered bands and people on this show who have straight up gone to parents of underage children and had their parents like sign off on shit with these people. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Aerosmith, Ted Nugent. Back in the day, Nick's fucking screen name on AOL was Zeppelin. Dude, we could talk all day about the weird underage shit that Led Zeppelin did.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's just what these people do, and that's not, doesn't make it right, but it's just, look, fame and Hollywood and all this, it's just a weird fucking place, and they do weird shit. Yeah, the guy from Chili Peppers, we talked about that on the old show. Anthony
God,
Kiedis,
we got a lot of hate.
weirdo.
I think we got the most hate we ever got when we were talking about Anthony Kiedis.
Anthony or Greta Van Fleet, one of the two.
Oh, we got crucified for Greta Van Fleet.
Let me just stand right back on that. Fuck Greta Van Fleet. You shitty ass, cheap ass imitation of Led Zeppelin. You suck.
It wasn't good.
But anyway.
Anthony Kiedis is definitely a creep.
But yeah, so it is. So to me, Dr. Respect, just a fucking weirdo. But as of right now, so the big thing that he announced, I would say the biggest thing that he announced the other day, because I do think he is maybe not in the clear, but I don't think he's finished. Like, I think the more that this story is kind of unraveled, I do think that, again, I think he's kind of being moved out of that one group into like maybe another, and like, is he weird? Is he going to lose fans over this? Sure, but it's kind of like a Trump thing. It's almost like he might lose some, but I think he gains just as many, if not more, of people who just because if you go through Twitter, I stand with Doc and all these other people that are like, oh man, now calling all the streamers that have turned on him. They're like, damn, now what? You guys turned your back on him and he was innocent, blah blah. So I mean, he is like, 2.2 million streams in one day for a live stream is fucking
and what did you say, like 40,000, like as he was doing it?
So he had 300,000.
Oh, 300. Sorry,
when I saw he was already up to 173,000.
Yeah, he had 323,000 or something when I was watching.
Damn, I mean, it's hard to gauge if that's just people coming in to see the first one to see his response or him address the topic, and whether or not they're going to stay.
Which you have to assume that there are a good handful of those.
Yeah. When he gets back to just playing COD or whatever the hell he's going to play, those numbers will be interesting. But again, he's not in jail. He's not going to jail. He's back. Hangs around.
He's back, and the internet's big enough where, like, if you could be that MAGA chick that shit herself at the party and drunkenly shit herself, and she still has a career. Like, there's room. Charlie Kirk, all these like shitty like political pundits, there's room for everybody on the internet.
Absolutely. And so what I was gonna say was, as far as like the big thing he revealed before my retard brain went off the way it does, was he's not making any money right now. So he was demonetized from YouTube from all of this. So he is making zero. So the 25th of September, he will be reapplying for monetization on YouTube. And to me, that is the make or break for the comeback. If he gets remonetized on YouTube and he is given a platform back, the platform that he was already on, he didn't even have to move, that could be big for him in the comeback. Now, if they decide not to, obviously that opens up some problems. Where's he going to go? Because he said even if he doesn't get remonetized, he is not going to stop streaming But now who knows how long that lasts? Eventually, he's gonna have to make a fucking living at some point. So like so I don't know. To be honest, places like Kick or some places that I think he could end up on. Just to be honest, like there are places that I think that he could go, but I do think that decision on whether does he wear a wig, that's definitely it's a wig and all that. Everything he's doing is a wig. He's got like a short hair,
whole get up.
But yeah, but he owns, he still owns a liquor company. He owns like a bourbon. I thought he stepped down from Midnight Society. Apparently, like he's distanced himself. That was the first thing he stepped down to get released. But now all of a sudden, they're saying layoffs at Midnight Society. I don't know. He's making it seem like he's still part of this company, so I don't know. But
I thought I don't know what the official capacity of the person that said this was. I assume CEO or owner said that he wants nothing to do with him. That was the last that I had heard.
Right, and that's what I read. I read that he was like, this was like basically. He was out, and like this is time I think. But again, he's saying so. He said during his live stream, Dr. Sweat claimed the accusations from former employee caused him to lay off employees at Midnight Society. Now the studio has announced massive layoffs. So it's confusing. It's like, did he fire him, or is this just like part of the act? And he's like, like he's kind of back into the act. Like, I had to lay off a bunch. He's kind of playing up the role again. But I don't.
And they probably lost. I mean, that was a big source of their publicity. That was a big source of their ability to advertise their game and their company. I have no doubt that once they ushered him out, it was like, well, shit, now what do we do?
Like he's the only reason we're here.
Precisely.
And now
or at least the reason that we keep going. I mean, we have funding to keep going.
Right. Like all of us are like basically guys that used to work in video gaming or currently working behind the scenes of video game, but none of us are out here in the public eye. None of us are out here, I mean, Dr. Respect is the biggest. I mean, he's Turtle Beach. I mean, the guy's fucking Mountain Dew. I mean, the guy's he's one of the biggest streamers in the world. I don't know. I don't. Turtle Beach is not. I know Turtle Beach took him off. I don't know about Mountain Dew or not. I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't watch the second stream too much because like I've unfollowed him obviously. Like I'm but I am just for like the sake of the show and just keeping a tab on things. I like to see who's. Like I said, he had like 40,000 viewers, I think, the other 35,000, or I think yesterday when I checked in. But again, he's not making any money off this. I mean, I can only imagine what it feels like streaming to 35,000 people and for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess it will all pay off if he gets the monetization back, but that's to be seen. What do you think he's going to get? Do you think that YouTube's going to give him a platform back?
I mean, because they really cracked down in the last couple of years. Like, they got rid of Steve Bannon and shit like that. Like, I think YouTube, in trying to continue to save face, I don't think they will.
Yeah, I think I agree. And I would be shocked if he actually gets remonetized with YouTube again. I mean, maybe down the line he would have a chance to do that. Maybe move back to the platform if he wants to do something along those lines. But as far as like right out of the gate, was this like 2 months roughly since that all went down?
Like 3 to 4 months or something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But still. I think it's too soon. I YouTube would have to take an obvious L to give him monetization back, I think, like socially. And I don't see Google or YouTube ever wanting to do that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I agree. My only thing on that, which I agree, I don't think he should. I don't think he's going to. But does that open the door of more or less like, okay, well, I was never accused. It's kind of like, I guess the Deshaun Watson thing is different because, he never was accused of anything, but he was still working for the NFL. So that's why, it made them look bad, the personal conduct policy or whatever. But does he have a case if he says, okay, I was demonetized for something that I can legally prove was not illegal. I committed 0 crimes. I was wrongfully demonetized and taken. My platform was wrongfully taken away. Sure, it might be taboo in your eyes and it might be weird. You might think it's weird, but in reality, I did 0 things illegal here. And is there a little more that comes into play here than we just don't want you on our website, like because they don't really have a reason, so to say.
I mean, in a country, pardon, that has now made it totally okay for bakeries to not make a wedding cake for a gay couple. They have the right to refuse service. They have the right to refuse doing business with anybody, and you don't have to tell them why.
Yep.
And so in that, now that precedent has been set legally, YouTube could just tell them to go fuck himself.
Yeah. If I'm YouTube, I come back and I say, look, the fact that you have a platform is a privilege, not a right. Sorry, pal.
Yeah, and somebody else might give you one, but
not us.
Kick.
Me too, Franks.
He's
way frostier.
Gay cake, it does taste a little sweeter.
Yeah, gay cake way frostier. Yeah, straight up. They use a whipped cream I like a cream cheese icing though.
Buttercream?
Or buttercream, yeah, like a buttercream.
Yeah.
Cream cheese buttercream. You put cream in it.
Whatever that icing that they put on carrot cake.
Dude, you just come on it, dude.
I love it.
Absolutely one of my favorites, carrot cake. Could eat that dessert every day.
Not
every day. That might be excessive.
But carrot cake is my favorite.
I'm with you.
Last night I had an apple crumble, a peanut butter apple crumble. It was like peanut butter chocolate, like apple crumble. I don't know, some cheesecake or something. I don't know. It was like
peanut butter apple crumble cheesecake.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, bro.
What was the dominant flavor out of all those?
Peanut butter's pretty strong.
The peanut butter was good, but the apples were really they were good. They were like
apple pie filling kind of thing.
No, like chopped apples.
Oh, fresh.
Like fresh apples. Yeah, one of the chicks that works the front desk and works the boutique at Shan's. She's one of the girls that watched our cat while we were gone.
Yeah.
She on the weekends she works. Somebody in her family or something. They run some cake shop or some pastry shop. So we were gonna go down there on Saturday, but we got busy and never made it down there. So she brought them in on Monday.
Peanut butter apple crumble cupcake or cheesecake.
Dude,
that's some gay ass cake, bro. I like that.
I loved it. I wrote her on Instagram. I said, "Yo, that cheesecake fucked," and she said, "Awesome." She goes, "That's good." She goes, "The guy that makes its name is who comes up with all the ideas and makes those." He goes, "His name's Nick as well." I said, "Will you tell him that the other Nick said this cheesecake fucks?" You just let him know, dude. Because
from one Nick to another Nick.
Yeah, from one to the other, baby. Got to leave the butt plug in while you eat it. Dude, it's funny. I watched a video today that said, how much money would it take for you for a guy come up to you? It was one of those videos where, like, some dude's talking to, like, two drunk whores, and so on the side of the road, like, and they're fucking just liquored up. And one's like, he's like, yeah, so what would it take? How much would a guy have to pay you to walk around with a butt plug in all day? And this one girl's like, never in a million years. And she's like, that's fucking gross. Never. And the other one's like, oh, she's like, I was going to say I'd do it for free. And I was like, yeah, that's her. Stay away from that one. But yeah, dude, butt plugs are funny. And it was funny. One of those rap videos I sent you today, that sick Christian rapper I was sending you videos of today.
Yeah.
There was one, there was one video where there was one video where he was.
Crit?
No, so dude, there's a video where like he's like fighting temptation, where like this girl like is like walking him into like he's like holding on to condoms or something, like walking into a room, and like there's like a butt plug, and like all these toys on the bed, and then he like rips away and he starts singing a fucking like
Jesus Christ.
He's like God's got me type thing.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. This guy's sick.
Funny, last night my friend asked, would I scum dick suck dick for $5 million? And I was like, you're retarded if you say no. But the discussion became, what's the least amount you do it for?
Ooh.
What's the least amount that you would suck a dick for? Well, okay, wait. Like, just a fucking hava or like to completion?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have to have that answered before I could answer.
Absolutely, dude. We're going to iron out all the fine print before I sign on the dotted line.
Yeah. Cash to the table tax to completion.
Completion.
Dude, 100K.
Wait. Cum shot
100K? You're
the
not
mouth,
even going 7 figures?
Or can I pull it?
You're telling me for $100,000?
Nobody has to know. Nobody. Oh, see, okay.
Tax-free money. This is not. Somebody just straight up gives you a briefcase of $100,000. You're not
It's
sucking.
Gotta be. It's got to be
crazy.
life-changing money. It can't be like, oh, I almost paid off a house, but like it's just got to be like.
No, if nobody has to know,
$100,000 is life-changing money.
If nobody has to know, that's like
in a world where a house costs like $250,000, a decent house costs $250,000 now.
Bro, but you're not. No one's putting down near $100,000 on that house, though. Like you're not. No one's putting $100,000 down on a house. Like you're gonna go.
Yeah, but I want to pay off that. If I'm sucking a dick, it's because
dude,
I am
100. Think about what you could really do if you were smart with $100,000 tax free. Bro, you could move into a house, a very nice house. You could buy a car. You could straight up just buy. You could pay down, buy a car, a fun little something to drive.
Let me put it to you this way, Nick. Let me put it to you this way. If I was being paid $100,000, that dude would never get off, and I would never get that $100,000 because I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't work for it.
That's crazy. $100,000.
You give me $250,000
anymore. You guys are crazy. I think people underestimate $100,000 till it's in your hands. What you could do with it.
I will say a clear $250,000. Give me $250,000.
Nobody has to know. Like
nobody has to know. And I got a whole house debt, and I'm debt free, baby.
You can go, fucking, put some bleach in your mouth.
But then you would be retarded. You just put all that money down on a house, and then what? And then had to go back to work because you just spent all your dick sucking money on a house.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting that.
Hey, you're fucking crazy,
that's more than what you got with your $100,000.
$100,000, and I put down $20,000, and then I put the rest in like some. Dude, no, you're fucking crazy. I would definitely be able to like hang like $250,000. You're going back to work the next day. $100,000. I'm taking a year off, dude, and I'm still gonna have like $50,000 down on my house, dude. Like, bro.
No, I'm buying a house, a nice house. Maybe have a little bit left to like throw into like a fucking account, let it grow. I don't know. Invest it. I have a financial advisor cousin. Here, do it. Play with this money and make me money. But regardless, I am debt fucking free.
I think you could do that with $100K. What about you, front office?
Well, I won't have doubts if I have $250,000.
Nobody. I mean, here's the thing. Like, if this offer was presented to me,
to be honest with you, $50,000, I'd suck a fucking dick. Dude. Do you know what troubles $50,000 could get me out of right now? Just like, bro, like I'm not even in any. But do you know how do you know what weight would lift off my shoulders if I looked at my bank account right now and it said $50,000 was just deposited debt free?
That'd be a great feeling.
Oh my god, dude, you would literally just be like. Dude, I know you won't, bro. You bring me a check for $50,000 cash check,
money order.
Tax free.
You don't want a check.
Money order.
Chase boys.
I know, baby. I worked at the bank. I want you to. I want that verified in your bank account. Money order. You bring $50,000 on Saturday, dude. I'll make Shan watch.
Let me ask you this. Okay, now because I was just thinking, would your fiance respect it?
Bro, if I told Shan for $50,000 or $100,000, either one, I think she'd be like, "What the fuck ever, dude."
I think if I say, "Hey, $250,000," my wife would be like, "You bet. Why aren't you sucking that dick right now?"
Yeah, but I wouldn't even take that. Well, your wife's also a semi-gay hating, born and bred to hate gays Catholic, so
Catholic
or Christian or whatever the fuck she is.
She's down with the gays.
Yeah,
she went to Pride with me.
Yeah, but it took a while to get there. She wasn't raised that way.
Growth is important.
Gwats, dude. No Gwats are born hating the gays. So it's like fucking. I'm telling you right now, $250,000. You're telling me it would take $250,000 for her to look you in the eyes and say, "Oh, that's fine."
I think she would have zero qualms about $250,000.
I'm glad you guys considered them. I'm thinking, what am I?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude.
No, I don't.
If you don't like it, you don't get any. That's all I got to say.
I just don't want my wife to be misrepresented here.
Dude. Never. And even if she looked at me and said, I might feel a little different after you suck that dick for 50 grand, I'm gonna say, well then seriously, like you can leave.
This is my $50,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn. I guess I get the new
office
car.
feels
I
the
guess
same
you
shit.
get to, yeah, you get to sit in the same old Kia.
If people do have to know,
So front office, what do you need? No, people don't need to know. What do you need? I know
the fact that nobody has to know means like, I don't know, 100 is like definitely on the limit, like 100,000, like that's like close. I see, but I would want to make this like a negotiation. So I would start that 5 mil. Like if they tell me to fuck off, okay, they tell me to fuck off. But what if their comeback's like $1 million? You know what I mean?
You want to shoot
then I
high
beat
to
around
negotiate?
the bush. Exactly. Then I beat
That's
around
smart.
the bush for like 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm like, all right.
That is smart.
Nobody has to know.
That's why they're asking for $15 minimum wage, because we know we're not going to get $15 minimum wage. But if we shoot for that, we might land at 12.
12, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then we're all looking silly. Nick and I are sitting there with $100,000 and $250,000. Meanwhile, front office over there sucking dick got $5 million.
I was gonna say, no negotiations either. That's what I was thinking too. There ain't no negotiations here, dude. This is you fucking write
like
down a
random
piece
dude.
of paper. This isn't like this is somebody going, I'm willing to pay you to suck my fucking dick off. If you don't want to do it, if you don't want to take $100,000 to suck my dick, then I will go find somebody that will suck my dick for $5. I will find somebody that'll suck it for $10. $100,000 is crazy.
It would be good for the show. It's good for the show to know that there's someone willing to do that. That front office is like, well, Mill, nope. Me, 250, no. But Nick, dude,
because here's it.
Because a sloppy boy.
Well, we all talk about how we come from. We're all like these fucking washed up little punk rock kids, blah blah blah. But bro, I just understand that with $100,000, dude, you are going to get a lot of shit done. Like you can invest, like you could straight up, like if you're just trying to get to where like you're living comfortable, and if the whole plan here is that you're actually thinking about going back to work after this, then like $100,000, like I mean, obviously 250 is better, but like 100,000, like, dude, you are gonna be fucking. Like, you are not going to have to worry about shit. You could pay off any debt that you have right now in life, currently, right now. Stuart Inman, right now, at 33 years of age, you could pay off. There's nothing you owe right now that you couldn't pay off. Same with me. $100,000. You would be able to wipe any debt you have clean, 100%. You'd still have enough money to go put down payment on a house and then buy a car, if not outright, basically outright, and then just go put that away. Like I just think that you could really get a lot of it. But yeah, I mean, if your line's 250, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just saying that, I just know that I will walk away. I will wipe the corner of my mouth off with my $100,000, dude. Walk away, please.
Pat the cheeks, baby.
Dude,
pat the cheeks.
Look, in the spirit of punk rock, dude, like, hey, I applaud it.
Dude, I'm fucking.
That's some DIY dick sucking.
Dude, I just think 100,000, dude, baby. That's like
a large. Will they pay you in a large Emo's pizza?
No, dude, that's not enough. I'm saying I need at least $50K, dude. Give me $50K. I'm talking about if people knew, if everybody had to know, then yeah, you can give me $100K, $150K.
And and honestly, in this,
I don't even care if
in
people
2024, know. If the world knew, I don't think it's a big deal.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It's saying 100, 150. My number doesn't change that much. Like what?
Yeah, not as much as you would think.
Like what does it change my world right now? If everyone that I know right now in my life just found out that I sucked cock for $100,000,
who in your life would stop talking to you? None of them.
Yeah, I'm talking.
I'd be like, dude, look at my boy Nick, dude. $100,000 richer. Did you brush your teeth? Cool. Like we're good, dude.
Maybe I'm conceited, but like my number does jump ridiculously. Like if people have to know, like I don't know why. I don't know why.
You guys are homophobes. That's why.
No, that's not true.
Well, dude, our cave dweller is definitely a little homophobic, dude. Okay, this guy.
I mean, look, his family might have a few more questions than ours.
Yeah. They hear some of the jokes that Franks makes around his friends sometimes, and they've actually got a patio chair they keep in their closet just in case they have to tie him to it and throw him off the roof. It's just like
just a waterboard.
Just in case. They've already got
Get
hands
my
and
hands
leg
chopped
straps
off.
on it, dude. It's a fine quality plastic chair. It's not one of those things he's breaking out of too. It's one of those.
Oh yeah.
There ain't no flim. There ain't no flimsy in it.
One with
There
like
ain't
a
no
little like
flam.
mesh back, you know.
Yeah.
Those things are tanks.
Damn, dude.
Only this could be our most passionate like debate on this show.
Yeah.
All the point counterpoint that we have.
Would
on
you
the
suck
show,
dick for
and
free if it meant all the trans and the entire LGBTQ community got stopped being fucked with? There was no more violence towards gays. Would you suck a dick for free and tell the world if you got to stop gay hate?
I'd
Yeah,
suck
there you
dick
go.
for world peace.
I didn't ask you that.
But I'm trying to. There is no negotiation.
What did we just talk
There
about?
is no
about
negotiation.
Yeah. I told you right now there will never be another assault on a gay or trans person in the entire world ever again, or at least until from the time you swallow nut to the time we put you in the ground. And I guess maybe we'll give you one lifetime of a grandchild too.
Elton John would write one wicked fucking tune for
right,
me.
and one of your grandchildren gets a gay hate free lifestyle too. I guess you do need to. We need to give you some people after you are covered at least a little bit. There's some insurance
I
there.
would suck that dick, and then I would be like the last float at every Pride parade, like Santa Claus at like the Thanksgiving parade. I'll be sitting in the back float at the Pride parade.
I will be
and everyone's
dressed up
"There
like
he fucking
Jeremiah
is."
Owusu Koromora, Komo on all my. I like the goddamn gay. I'll be like the gay king, dude.
Yeah,
I will fucking walk. I will wave to everybody like this.
Be a fucking legend, dude.
Would you suck dick? I'd suck dick for free Palestine. Yeah, dude. Nah, I don't know. Maybe not.
That's a lot of children's lives worth saving right there.
Yeah, maybe not Palestine. Would you, Franks? What about you? Those are your people, dude.
That's your cause.
You taking a shot in the mouth for
That's your
Palestine,
cause.
dude?
Why are you asking me to be a martyr?
Hey, be honest, Franks. Did you suck dick to get rid of the Jews?
Damn. This is Kick Chat. It's a safe space. Read 2 messages ago.
I'll suck dick just to keep things how they are. Yeah, no, that doesn't matter. I'm saying, but would you suck dick to get rid of the Jews, dude? Don't lie to us. Sexy Red did pull her titties out on Kick the other night on Aiden Ross's stream, and she was like, "Oop!" He goes, "We on Kick, baby." And she pulled her titties out on Instagram today too. So I don't know what Sexy Red's doing, dude. Just pulling her titties out everywhere, apparently.
Trying to get views.
You don't experience anything with the Jews. What? Palestine.
You're a salesman.
Palestine, dude. What do you mean? We're all experiencing Jews commit very, very bad things.
It really sucks what they're doing.
It's above my pay grade. Okay. All right, dude.
These kids are going to continually get bombed?
Because fucking Franks, dude, wouldn't...
But you would be a legend.
Yeah, but you're Afghani, dude. Think about, like...
Dude, we'll never have world peace, dude.
Unreal, dude. And you know what? I'm starting
Brown
to feel
people
that
can't
maybe
get
all
down with
those
brown
years of
people.
Islamophobia was maybe right, and it was for a good cause. And honestly, I forgot to start the show off this. We're literally on the eve of Stuart's favorite holiday. It's 9/11 tomorrow. It's the fucking, it's the 14-year anniversary of 9/11, dude. We're popping off tomorrow, boys.
Wait.
14 years.
No,
14
hold on,
years.
guys.
24.
Yeah.
24.
20.
I meant 14. I said 24. I meant 24.
Fucking retarded. 24 years.
Can't fucking count. Well, I was just making sure that the Arab knew. I wanted you to
correct him.
Fucking correct me. He was like 24, dude.
You
Get
would
it right.
know.
He goes, dude, we didn't go through all that hard work for you to forget. We didn't fucking put through. We didn't go through all that. You know how many Muhammad Attas we had to fucking find?
We realized that you forgot about 1993, and we had to.
Yeah, did you forget about the
We came
bus
back.
we wasted? You know what I'm saying? Or the van that we fucking blew our load on? Yeah, no, tomorrow, dude, 24 years of 9/11. Think about that, dude.
Damn.
Our
Unreal.
lives were
And it's
only
all
normal
Frank's
for
fault, dude.
so
And Frank's
short.
wouldn't. And think about it, Frank's wouldn't do anything about it if he could.
You would not
If
save
you
the
were,
children.
think about this. Every time you went, think about this. Every time you went up and down on the shaft, that plane backed up 25 feet.
You're sucking it all the way back to JFK, dude. Until it's back in that
No,
hangar.
I'm sucking it. I'm
Nick's
sucking it till it's on the
back at
previous
assembly
trip.
line.
Dude, no, it's still on the trip from before.
Bowen's still
It's still on
building
a
the bitch.
Milwaukee flight. They're like, sir, you can stop sucking, dude. It's the 10th of September.
They're still mining the iron out of the ground. The dinosaurs walking that made the oil.
People weren't even walking the earth, dude. Stop sucking, please.
Nick sucked. Turn back to the fucking rotation of the earth like Superman.
I literally sucked that asteroid off of Earth, dude.
You know, Franks, I wasn't going to correct him again, but I was just going to let it happen.
Oh, fuck.
To
But no, I
prevent
wouldn't,
9/11,
Franks.
Totally.
No, I
Totally.
wouldn't, dude.
Really?
To prevent
9/11 fucked so much up. Like, no Patriot
Yeah.
Act and shit.
Yeah, I
No
guess so.
needless wars.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good one.
true. Man, we really
Went in
Franks
on
really
that
ran
one.
with this whole dick sucking thing.
He
Huh?
sucked that
Yeah.
asteroid off. Holy shit.
Whew. Good Lord, it gave me heartburn,
Where
dude.
the fuck are we? Pre-Cambrian era.
I don't even know.
Nick, your lips are chapped.
Oh,
Jesus.
fuck, dude.
Oh,
So yeah, so $25 I'm sucking a cock. 25,000, dude.
final offer.
25,000. Cut it in half, dude.
Oh my god.
Dude. Yeah, I would. Steve Irwin for sure. All right, how low
Nick's
does the
getting
reward
stabbed
have to
before
be?
Steve Irwin gets stabbed.
Yeah, bro, I would put my other leg fucking in front of Steve Irwin. About to suck me off twice. Dude, straight up. All right. God damn. Where do we go?
Oh
from
shit!
here, dude?
The debates are tonight.
Yeah, we talked about that a little earlier. All right,
Oh,
let's go
did
for
you?
let's go into the Browns. I guess we'll go into talking about Deshaun getting. I mean, we're talking about dicks, dude. I guess we'll go into Deshaun and the Browns. So, all right, so. Sir, what's that 50,000? Sir, what's this 50,000 loan for? Your brother calls you. He's like, "Bro, why are you taking out a $75,000 loan on the
Peace.
dealership? What is this equity you just took out on the dealership, dude?" You're like, "I'll pay it back." You don't understand. Oh, all right. Let's go into football for a minute.
All right.
Oh, God, my fucking head hurts after that one. All right, so this past weekend, if you've been following, obviously football started. If you should be following, we got the Mongo money lines going on. You guys should be doing that. We're really, people need to start sharing that shit. Franks was putting it on his story every day, then the pussy just stopped doing that. But apparently, support only goes so far. But they're going. We're pretty good week. So last week we were off on first week of Sunday. Sunday didn't look too good, but all last week we were hot. So make sure you guys follow that. But football did start. So, and you guys
Rough
know
start.
that what'd you say?
Rough start.
Rough start for the Browns. Rough start for everybody for the most part. There were a few good games.
Yeah.
Very rough start for most people, but right now we're focused on one team, and that is the Cleveland Browns. Front office, I'm just gonna let you. What are you feeling? What are you feeling after Sunday? What are you feeling after? What do you feel?
Okay.
We'll start with the game.
So the game, to be honest with you, it was bad, right? We all watched it. It was bad, but I cannot I don't care. I don't care. We're missing 2 of our starting linemen. We're facing one of the best pass rushes in the league. Our quarterback.
You see the clip of Micah and Myles Garrett at center at the 50-yard line after.
I did not.
And he was telling him how hard it was to bring down Deshaun and how Deshaun's he's like, yeah, most quarterbacks just go down. He's like, but dude, he's like your boy, and Miles is like, yeah, that boy's good, and but obviously it didn't show.
And Deshaun didn't play in the preseason, right? We hadn't seen him since I don't remember what week it was last year, but he didn't play most of the season last year, but 5-6 games, right? The rust was clearly still there. We saw some things that we like, right? Undoubtedly, I don't care what side of the coin you fall on. You saw some things from Deshaun that you're like, man, that's the guy that we've been looking for, right? And we saw some things that weren't that.
That pass to Amari Cooper gives me AIDS. There's a few passes to Amari Cooper that give me AIDS.
There were some.
I'm not going to overreact. I'm not ready to jump off the ship, but I'm looking at the panic button with the little glass thing over it, but I haven't lifted the glass yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it. I'm checking. I know where it's at.
It's week 1.
Exactly. It's week 1.
Dude,
against a good opponent.
Division loss besides the Steelers, and they didn't score an offensive touchdown. I don't know if anybody saw the. Oh no, that was the Bears coach or the Titans coach said that, but I think it was the Titans coach. Somebody's coach said that if we just would have punted the entire time in the second half, we would have won that game, and it might have actually been the team that. Who did they play? Who did Pittsburgh beat?
Oh, Bears.
The Falcons.
Falcons, yeah. I think that.
Yeah, Cousins look like shit.
Yeah, I think that might have been the guy who said it was either them. One of the goes to either the guys, whoever is either the Titans coach or the Falcons coach. One of them said, if we just would have punted every possession on if we would have punted on 1st and 10, the entire second half, we would have won that game.
Yeah,
which is a crazy thing to say, funny as shit, but. Yeah, so the Steelers are the only 1-0 team in the division. They don't score a fucking touchdown at all. They no offensive touchdown. That whole team looked like shit. Yep. We're going to, Justin Fields is starting again this week. Joe Burrow, in most advanced quarterback stats, finished behind Deshaun Watson in almost all of those stats.
Who looked worse?
Well,
Bears. Who looked worse? The Giants or Browns?
The Giants.
Oh, the Giants.
Overall as a team?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
And look, my boy, Big Perk said this on Twitter. He's like, Deshaun Watson's the worst quarterback in the league, in a league with Daniel Jones. And I'm like, well, Daniel Jones threw 2 interceptions and no touchdown. Deshaun Watson at least threw a touchdown, had 1 interception. At least he moved the ball forward to an extent.
Did you that interception that fucking Danny Dimes threw to that linebacker that was right there, just kind of splitting the gap?
Dude,
threw it right into his hand. That was one. That might have been the ugliest throw I've seen in years.
It's like 101. That guy was gonna jump up and snatch that pick and house that shit.
I don't know what he saw in that. Now there were, believe me, there were plays where I was wondering what the fuck Deshaun was looking at.
For sure.
But,
look,
but that Danny Dimes one was just.
Deshaun definitely needs to work on when he's out of the pocket. He needs to get better at scanning the field. I'm tired of him
staring down.
Yeah, he needs to look at a fucking but we saw plenty of a couple throws where he stood in the pocket and got destroyed and threw on the money shots that just weren't caught. Elijah Moore had a few ugly drops.
God.
Elijah Moore, my fucking patience are, and I wanted him. I mean, everybody remembered when it was that time of that trade deadline. I'm like, that's who I want. I think he would be good here. I still think he's a good receiver, but I just think that, man. And then Amari shaking his head after every play. He looked frustrated, but he's dropping balls, so it's I don't know what he's frustrated about. That one that off his hands. I know it's just one throw, and we were already down 33-10.
He was
hit him right
Homeward
in the
bound.
palm of his hands, dude, and it just
Yeah.
went right through his
That's
hands.
on
And it's
him.
just like, it's like, dude, what are you doing here? And like, and if you watch that throw, Deshaun got destroyed. He stood there in the pocket and threw that on the money, and it's just like, yeah, nobody looked good. So basically anybody that's like, oh, Deshaun's the problem here, and the only problem is like, come on, like, you're just hating at that point. Like, he didn't look good, but neither did the offensive line. The 7 drops from the receivers, 7. So
we
he had
can't do
7
that again.
drops. 7.
I don't want to see that ever again.
And they were talking about oh, we're down 2 offensive linemen. Well, one of those backup guys played last year for like the majority of I forgot his name.
Yeah,
Played the
DeJuan
majority.
Jones, he sucks. He looked like a goddamn.
Yeah, he looked, but he was serviceable last year.
Yeah,
he got
was
us through.
Surprisingly good last year.
Yeah, and so really, like, we should be down like 1 guy, which really makes it not much of a fucking excuse on their part.
Well,
so they just
the only
like
difference
ass.
is that DeJuan Jones is playing left tackle for Jed last year, so he's now moving to right tackle for the first time to play for Conklin, and then, or is it Conklin that was out, right? Or Petonia?
And it's a totally new position,
right? And then now you've got Hudson, who I just watched a video last night, and they said the guy did some statistics on Hudson. Apparently, Hudson was like bottom 5 in like all metrics.
Oh, I believe that he was bad
offensive lineman last year. So like he's one of the
he was
worst
bad on
in
Sunday.
the league.
Yeah,
he's like the worst. Well, he's like top 3 worst offensive line, like backup offensive lineman in the league. So you're right. He definitely, DeJuan going to the right hand side's a little new, but he looked awful, and that's a guy that looked good last year. But yeah, Hudson's bad. It's just none of it looked good. The Deshaun threw the ball 45 times. Where the play, the game script got away from us. The penalties are fucking ridiculous.
That's the other thing that really pissed me off.
I don't understand.
We have 11. Is that what it was by the end? 11 or 12
penalties. I don't know how many formation calls we had. It's just like, what in the fuck are we doing here? And I just don't. I don't get it. Like, it's like, and all week all you've heard is, oh, we playing behind the sticks. And it's funny because like one guy said that. I think Kevin Stefanski said that. And like now everyone like who's talking about sports apparently now like everyone's like acting like we playing from behind the sticks is like in their vocabulary, which it's not. But that's been the theme this week is we played from behind the sticks. And like, look, we just, it was bad from the start. The Cowboys, it was, to me, I thought it was funny that so many people were picking us to win that game. Like, I was hoping we were going to win that game, and I was like, I picked them, but like, and I could see, I could definitely see us beating the Cowboys. And when people were like, dude, the Cowboys didn't, it was like a foregone conclusion that we were going to win. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is a good team, good defense.
I would not have bet on it.
Definitely not betting on it, and it's just the defense was out there all game, so it's just the whole thing was just bad. I mean, the game itself was bad, but it was 1 week. We have like front office said, a guy didn't play at all through the preseason, which I know sucks. He should have played, in my opinion. He should have at least made some appearances. But I also understand seeing this Here's the other thing. The offensive line, which was apparently the reason we didn't play him, is that we didn't want to put him out there with a beat-up offensive line. Now, if he goes out there and takes one of those hits that we just saw him take last week in the 3rd week of the preseason and he gets hurt, re-injures his shoulder, we would have all felt like the biggest retards in the world. We all would have been like, well, what the fuck are we doing putting him out there in the preseason, blah, 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 blah. So it's just one of those it's lose-lose situations right there.
You couldn't play him behind that line. There's no question about it. I don't care if it's a second, team pass rush against you.
We weren't stopping an NFL game on Sunday, a real one.
Dude, Micah lived in his ass all game. You know what I'm saying?
He was the one that tipped the interception too.
That's what I mean. He lived in Deshaun's ass all game.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. So, obviously that plays a part. He doesn't play a little bit in that. New coordinator. It's killing me that Ken Dorsey is not calling plays. At some points, I know Stefanski can play call. He's a damn good play caller. He did good with the Flacco thing, which again we've got to get off this Flacco thing. This is a 40-year-old man that threw 2 pick sixes. He looked very good for 5 weeks, and then he didn't win a Super Bowl. He
came off the couch for 5 weeks, and then you expect to come off again and play a whole season. Fuck.
Yeah, and let's just remember this too. Like,
I'd rather have Tannehill.
And like he still threw 2 pick sixes. So when it came down to it, he shit the bed. and if he was that good, he wouldn't be sitting in Indianapolis. But he is. He's sitting behind Anthony Richardson. He's not even starting anywhere in the NFL. Like, this is what other people understand. Like, if he was such a world beater, like, it's not like we didn't re-sign him and then he went and signed somewhere else and like started immediately and like picked up where he left off. He's just sitting, and it's this narrative, because I saw this again today, and I rarely reply to shit on Twitter, but today I've been doing it because I was pissed and I was like on my own, and I'm like, this narrative, because now everyone is running with this narrative, because it in the offseason, it was just a rumor, that everybody cooked up. Now it's like, it's been so long since the rumor started. Now everybody's reporting it as fact. And it's like Deshaun Watson, they gave Deshaun Watson the opportunity, the choice of bringing Flacco back. And he decided not to because he felt threatened by Joe Flacco, and he handpicked Jameis Winston. Bro, where did you ever hear that? Like, it sounds like the biggest load of horseshit. You're telling me that and let's be honest, Jameis Winston is a younger, and he probably a better NFL quarterback all around right now than so he went out and got a younger guy that could battle for the job to sit behind. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you really think Deshaun Watson went to the front office and said, you guys have to get Joe Flacco out of here? I don't like him. I don't like him breathing down my neck. That just sounds like, it just doesn't sound real.
Well, and then, but that's the first part, right? But then the second part that you have to say again is they signed Jameis Winston, who, all intents and purposes would be the team starter, obviously, if Deshaun went down, something happened, right? It's not going to DTR. I think if it was DTR and Joe Flacco, I think you'd have a legitimate conversation about it.
Yeah,
no, Jameis would definitely be the dude.
Right. So it's just,
it's Mr. 30-30.
So let's get out of that fucking narrative. That pisses me off. But like I said in the fantasy chat the other night, look, if we take the last two times we have seen Deshaun Watson step onto an NFL field and play football, was Sunday, sure, dumpster fire. What did he do before that? Beat the Baltimore Ravens with one arm on a perfect second half. Like, people are still forgetting that. Like, that was the very last game he played before Sunday.
Yep.
Was lights out football against the number one team in the league at the time, and finished the number one team in the league last year, and the best defense in the league right next to ours. They were the ones that passed us last year. So he did that on one arm with throwing arm, with a dead arm.
And what did that take? About 4 weeks playing? Was that 4 or 5? I don't remember. I guess that was 5.
Right. He just needs to play consistent football. I think if he played 6 weeks in a row, now I don't know what this fucking lawsuit's going to do now. I'm with you, Frank. I know we're not trying to ignore. I did see the new lineup penalty. That new lineup penalty is so fucking dumb. Yes. I don't know what this lawsuit's going to do to him mentally, and I'm sure that he had to have known this was coming over the weekend. So maybe this even factored into it. And we haven't talked about the fact that Friday his dad died. And then Saturday, his teammate died, his Clemson teammate. So back-to-back days, he lost two people.
And he got sued.
And he got sued. This is 3 of 4 days. So, of course, they give him the opportunity to go home. He says no. Hey, I want to play. So you got to give him credit for that. Because if he would have went home, people, because there already are the people, the entire Twitter of all the news stories about that, where he makes enough money to put that behind him. He makes enough, bro. There is no amount of money if my mom keeled over and died tomorrow, there is no amount of money that you're going to offer me that I'm just going to go, yeah, you're right. I can just forget about I just put my mom dying behind me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that doesn't exist. That is so inhumane and just stupid. A way of thinking it just pisses me off. So that's fucking dumb. Nobody's taking that into consideration. There's all these things. He had to have known this lawsuit was coming. There's no way that we wake up on Tuesday, September 10th, or I think this actually started coming out last night. So Monday night, there's no way this just happens. He doesn't know this is happening. Same guy that had all the other lawsuits, same lawyer, same shit.
Well, unless, because this is like where that clause in the contract may come into play. He probably knew about this one, like you said. And if he did, then the organization knew about it. But if this blindsided the organization, now we have
right.
Something.
Which I just don't think that's going to play out that way.
I doubt it.
Because everybody's saying, "Oh, now we got the clause and everything." Like, I really think that the majority, more than likely, I think we knew about this, and I think that we've probably had people investigate this. And here's the thing: there has still never been one criminal charge unrealistic numbers going to get Dak Prescott. How hard? So the numbers are going to keep going up as long as the revenue of the league goes up. That's how that's determined. Yeah. It's all determined.
And the league makes more money every year.
That's why they raise the salary cap every
baby.
year. Yeah. So the TV deals and the more the people that we keep tuning in and buying and paying for the NFL,
more streaming services trying to get individual games exclusively on their platform. Money is flowing.
Yeah. So that's why, and
not good for the fans, but good for the league.
Yeah, and it's somewhat good for the players because like you said, the collective bargain. The one thing they get out of it is, we'll raise the fucking limit you can get, even though we're all making billions of dollars. We'll let you guys make a little more. But yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's like, who knows? We'll see if that's going to happen. We'll see if it's going to play out that way. I really just don't think that. Again, like no criminal charges on any of these, and I said this the other day, and this might make me sound, I don't know, this might even be stupid to say. Like hopefully I don't come off of this and people are like, damn, this guy's an idiot. But I think I said this to the front office yesterday. This is a famous black athlete at the time, one of the most famous guys and most recognizable faces in Houston in the time period that all this is happening. If he is sexually assaulting 25 plus women simultaneously, I mean, this is all happening in like 1 or 2 years. So unless he's just picking a new one every other day, I mean, he is probably, and a few of these people he saw more than, a couple, these women are saying always saw more than once. So he's going around to these different people in one city, and you're telling me that he never left any evidence anywhere that connects him to, at least to enough to where they could convict him legally. And don't you think if they really thought that this guy was out here running rampant on the city of Houston at the time, don't you think they'd have nailed him to a fucking cross? Like I do. I don't think that they would have just been like, it sucks that we can't get him and prove it. We're just going to have to let him keep playing football. If this guy, if this guy really did sexually assault all 25, 30 women, he would immediately be put in some of the all-time worst sexual serial abusers in the history of the United States. I mean, he would be like the fucking Dahmer of Houston sexual assault. I just think that there's no way he gets away this scot clean from all of that to just go to Cleveland to start life over. And then, but I just don't think that that's logical. I just see, to me, that sounds illogical. It just doesn't sound like that's very likely that he was able to do that. I mean, who the fuck is this guy?
I can see that, but then I also think of other factors at play where, look, the Texans definitely knew something was brewing, and they've got their money, and they've got their lawyers. The league definitely knew something was brewing. They got their money. They've got their lawyers. I've heard crazier shit than, money being passed around to keep shit hush hush.
Yeah, but tell me what you've heard that's crazier than hushing 30 sexual assault charges against one NFL player. You just can't. You can't. Ray Lewis couldn't get away from it. I mean, there are more famous athletes that have gotten OJ. I mean, there are other people that have gotten away with some pretty crazy shit that they could not just sign. Like, that's the thing. Sure, hush money's been passed around, but you find me an instance where someone had so much money that they hushed. I mean, some of the richest of rich people in the world, Alex Murdaugh. I mean, look at some of these people like R. Kelly, P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at these guys these guys have got more money than God, and they can't even make their problems go away. So you're telling me that I just don't see there being a world where the Houston Texans, the NFL, they hushed. And honestly, that would have mean that they were following around. They knew he was doing this actively and shutting them up as they happened. There's no way that he was just like, they found out after all 30. Again, that would be my thing. Imagine, how could you convince me that he quietly did 30 sexual assaults before they ever even found out, and then they shut it up? That means that he either did all of these, was able to do all of them without anybody really finding out, and then the league and the team found out, they shushed it, or they found out he was doing it while he was doing it and continuing to do it, and they were paying money, following him around and paying money to clean up after him. And either one of those just sound like unreal
Well, I
crazy
mean,
to me.
obviously, the trouble has not stopped following him because I mean, look, there's new allegations coming now.
Right, but he's never stepped foot in a court. All of those guys have been charged at least. Like these guys have.
Right.
This guy hasn't even had a single charge brought against him.
Also, why are they calling this sexual assault? The way, like, I read the thing, it's fucking rape.
Yeah, and dude, that's what I'm saying. Now he's again. Like I said, that just.
I don't know why everybody keeps saying sexual assault.
Right? I mean, it's
but that lady described.
Yeah, but it's not a criminal charge. It's as far as I'm understanding, it's a civil one right now.
Yeah, I mean, again, and there's many reasons why women aren't. We're not going to go into the why women didn't press charges because we know there are a lot of reasons why women don't press charges. Like we know that. There are a lot of reasons why women don't come forward, especially when you're.
Oh yeah, but if the story is true, like this should be a criminal charge, right? Like that's my opinion on it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Out of one of these 25 plus sexual assaults, you're telling me that not in one instance he didn't leave enough evidence for them to be like, we got you. Like this time, like I just don't feel like, and then they just let him cut ties with the city of Houston and go to Cleveland. And the other thing is that he just got in Cleveland and just tucked away his sexual urges to assault women at a serial rate. Like it just doesn't, like he's been in Cleveland now 3 years. Not a single, even like, there hasn't even, other than him getting arrested or pulled over for speeding, he's not caused any issues in Cleveland, which I guess we don't know yet. But like, you would think, I just feel like that is a lot for somebody just to be like, yep, I'm just going to tuck that side of my, yep, got away. I'm just going to stop being that person now, go back to playing football. Like, if he's doing that, that's somebody who can't help themselves. Like, that's a guy that's got a problem. That's a guy that is a fucking monster. Like
that's like, it's like Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
where Jimmy Savile did things to kids for decades, and people knew about it, but people didn't speak up.
So I just feel like this would have been one of those things. I don't know. I just feel like this is there's a lot going on here for one person here. For like, if we came out tomorrow and they said everything that he's ever been accused of was true, I mean, he would truly, like, he would literally be skyrocketed into, like, an echelon of criminals that, like, I mean, it would be all time. I mean, he would be worse than, I mean, he'd be worse than.
Outcaused the cause.
He would be worse than a lot. I mean, he would be worse than fucking Charles Manson killed, what, one guy, two people? He didn't even kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd almost say Charles Manson telling two people, sending people to kill two people is a little less serious than 25 sexual assaults and now a rape. I don't know. To me, I just feel like that is a lot for one guy to be getting away with and just never getting in trouble. And I just feel like he kind of got out. Yeah, sure, it's still following, but he is really dealing with, pretty scot-free as far as like criminally. I mean, these are all just civil charges.
Frank, we're differentiating stroking you off, which is pleasurable, to a forced thing, right?
Yeah, I'm so confused. But yeah, I don't know. But so, what do you think about it, Franz? I mean, like, what do you think about this? Like, obviously they're not putting him on the commissioner's list, right? They're not going to put him on the exempt list.
Yeah, they said that.
Yeah.
I think what I thought about when the last big thing came out, if this is true, that is egregious and he probably should not be playing football. But there has to be some sustenance to the claim, right? You can't just, I mean, that's literally illegal, right? To come out and just accuse somebody of something and having, no story or any, allegedly, exactly. It's one of the things, like, if this story comes out to be true, well then, yeah, that's obviously despicable. He doesn't deserve to be playing football. The contract should be voided, whatever. But, what happens if it just goes away and it's like the case is dismissed for lack of evidence or something? He gets to keep playing football, right?
Yeah, I mean, if he's fucking innocent.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is the problem. Like, though, like, it's sometime we need to do, like, can we do a real investigation here? Because it sounds like they've tried and they haven't found dick.
Well, multiple people have. The Houston office has done it multiple times, right? Presumably they're investigating this. The NFL had their own investigation. The Browns had their investigation. I'm going to guess that the Texans probably had their investigation at a given time. That's what 4 or 5
we
groups.
waited through the due process, and the dude's
of
playing football. So now we've got
exactly.
this new thing. Now we have to wait for the due process on this one now too.
Truly, I'm flabbergasted this even came out.
Yeah, I know. The timing is so weird.
2 days after he plays the worst game of his Browns career, he's getting
we're all
blown up
talking
in the
about him.
media. He's all getting talked about. Boom, same lawyer shows up. Same Houston lawyer shows up with his like 27th fucking victim.
Is this girl being represented by that guy?
Same
Yes,
guy.
Tony Busby. Is he the only lawyer in Houston? Can we get a
Tony Busby
is
the same guy doing this.
The guy that worked for the Texans, right? Back in the day or whatever.
Or had family friends with the Texans owners or whatever. Yeah, it's all Tony Busby. He's representing her too. So it's like
I don't get it.
It just seems so goddamn fishy to me. It really does. Like, and I know we're in a world where that you say that about any, we're like now we've swung the pendulum so far in the other direction, because it's like at one point nobody listened to any women, at all, and that was the problem. And now it's like then the Me Too came around, and Jesus Christ, all a chick had to do was say, that guy looked at me wrong, and you were basically guilty, and then you fired, and then like handled, and then we'll investigate after. It's like swift action investigation. And like we've almost gotten to a point now where we're so far the other direction where it's just like, you can't even talk about things like this without just being like, to me, it's just fishy. Like, look, I mean, it doesn't seem right. And I just say, like I said, the timing of it seems suspicious. The timing, then all of a sudden, like, boy, this is quite a ramp up from what he was doing before. If he was just kind of like, hey, touch my wiener, I forced my way into this chick's house basically after getting mad that I couldn't find it, and then I straight up raped her. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just seems like such a crazy. And then for them just to be like, yeah, we don't even care about the criminal. We just want civil. We're just going to civilly sue him. Like, what? It just doesn't.
I don't know.
Make sense. And like at least said, and like our front office said, how many people had to investigate this and not find anything until we're like, maybe this guy is innocent. Like, because I tell you right now, if the Browns or the NFL found out after the Houston, even if the Houston and the NFL were keeping this hush hush, after it blew up and this came national news, if they then found out more, or the Browns found out more in their investigation, there's no way they just minimize, because they even minimized the suspension. Remember, he got the whole year, and then he just got 10 games. So not only did he get the suspension, they cut it in half. So it's like, were they really going to do that for somebody who they have evidence is?
Yeah, and who was the prosecutor that was in charge of the NFL investigation?
Same guy that's doing this one.
It is.
So
it's a girl, right? Yeah.
So Mary Kay announced
that outside chick.
Here, so the lady that came down with the original one, who oversaw the first one and came down with the I guess I don't know. I don't know. From my interpretation, it's not that chick, the outsider, because remember, she came in as the mediator. She was the appellate judge.
Right.
The guy that originally gave him the year, I believe, is the one overseeing this one.
Oh shit.
So I don't know, because now that's where we're at. Now they're not going to put him on the commissioner's exempt list because there's no evidence.
It's a civil lawsuit. Yeah, this isn't a criminal lawsuit. Yeah,
but we might get
if it becomes criminal.
Yeah.
Like I would be shocked if they put a player on a exempt list because of a civil lawsuit.
Does anybody else just want off this ride though?
No.
I don't like the other options. I mean, I think we need to draft a quarterback when we can in the next draft. I really do. I mean, I like DTR. I don't know that he's ever going to be anything as a starter though. I would like to see us take a quarterback in an upcoming draft, but I'm not ready to move off of Deshaun yet. I want to see 6-8 weeks. If in 2 months, if November 1st hits and he's still playing like dog shit, I'll be the first one on this show coming in saying it's time to start Jameis.
I will be. I was like, man, Jameis has a pretty arm, and
so does Deshaun.
And yeah. But like, if Deshaun just continues, because he's I don't know, like shell shocked or something. I don't fucking No, but if
I
he
think
gets
he's rusty,
the
man.
fuck up
I think he's rusty.
but if he gets beat the fuck up out there, and all of a sudden we do have to rely on a backup, I'm like, man, I'm pretty confident in Jameis, to be honest,
Yeah, see,
especially
I'm
with our
not.
receiving talent.
I'm just not. Like, did you watch him play in the preseason? Because he looked like
Yeah.
fucking dick. Like he
Yeah.
was. There were talks about him being third on the depth chart behind DTR. Like it's not good.
I'll still take the veteran over DTR right now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't take either of them over Deshaun Watson.
But I will tell you this: if Deshaun it just never turns around or whatever, when that contract ends, dude, let's go get Manning.
No.
Let's draft Manning.
No. That kid is not going to be his brothers, I don't think.
I really don't want any of the big name quarterbacks to be honest. Like,
me neither.
I mean, I think Sanders has potential, but I would not want that headache.
No.
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 I want Shador.
No Shador?
That kid sucks, dude. That kid is not good. He's not good. And
he's gonna if he makes it to the NFL, he's gonna float around for a couple years and he's gonna be done.
Oh yeah, he's gonna make it. And they've talked him.
He's gonna be
he's not.
He's gonna be a first or second round draft pick. I'm telling you that.
He got talked into it. Oh, he's gonna get drafted. I think he's gonna be a first round draft pick.
I think GMs don't want a part of this second prime time circus. I don't think they don't want this like LeVar Ball shit.
Johnny Manziel is the only thing I had to say to you.
We're not taking Shador Sanders out. No way. It's not happening.
That is a Browns move, and we all know it.
No,
it is. Don't lie to yourself.
But I don't think we're gonna take one next year. If we do, I think it's gonna be maybe like I'd take that kid from. Let's take that kid from fucking Miami, dude. I don't know what the fuck his name is, but he's nice. But yeah, no, I'm not. I feel for Brock Purdy. Yeah, Brock's pretty making mad money. I mean, Brock Purdy is going to be making fat money here soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not ready to get off Deshaun. Like I said, I'm still under the mindset that it's in there. The guy's still in there. This whole, again, nobody's talking about how bad other quarterbacks looked in week one. There were other quarterbacks that looked quite worse than him actually on Sunday, and nobody's calling for Joe Burrow's job. Nobody's calling for Aaron Rodgers' job. Nobody's calling for any of these other guys. Justin Herbert looked like shit. Nobody's calling for Justin Herbert. Nobody's calling for Michael Penix to start over Kirk Cousins. None of that shit.
Yeah.
None of that shit's happened.
But,
Caleb Williams looked like dog shit.
Dude,
they just.
I called that one, by the way.
But he wins. He won the game. So but nobody cares because he won the game. So it's like if they would have lost, people would have been like, damn, Caleb didn't look very goddamn good. Caleb looked pretty shitty. Very few quarterbacks look good this week. So and the game we saw him before that, he was the best quarterback in football for a day. I mean, he literally took one arm and beat the Baltimore Ravens in a comeback victory in Baltimore. I don't think people understand how crazy that is. And that's finally after he started to get some feet under him. I mean, like I had just watched him dismantle the fucking Arizona Cardinals in person. I watched it. And then the very next week, and he's starting to get his feet. I mean, he looked rough against the first half of Baltimore. Comes back, plays the best half of football from a Cleveland Browns quarterback we've seen in a long time. I mean, Flacco had a few 300-yard games, but whatever.
He also threw picks. That's what everybody forgets about Flacco. He did throw a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns, but he also threw an insane amount of picks and made boneheaded decisions consistently.
Dude, every throw he threw in the air was a 50-50 ball. It was just go up and get it. That's all it was. I mean, there were a few dropped in Amari's hands, but again, you could have put anybody back there on Sunday, and Amari is still dropping that ball at the fucking 1-yard line. Doesn't matter who. That ball hit him right in his goddamn hands, So it's like there's just Deshaun just has got such an unfair hand here, and I almost more than I care about the future of like the Browns right now. Like I almost feel so bad because in my heart of hearts, if I thought that he was even somewhat guilty, I would not be sitting here on live internet being like, this guy is fucking my quarterback. I just wouldn't. But I feel like this guy's gotten fucked so hard that like the last thing I want to see is this guy get thrown to the side, because in reality he's had no fair shot here. The contract has been hanging over his head forever. The whole city half the city was against him before he got here because all these things that we have never been proven. And then he comes in, he's rusty, but then he gets hurt. And then he comes back and people are like, oh, damn, You mean he's coming off of a fucking shoulder repair and missing half a year, no preseason games, and he didn't look like Tom Brady out there? Like, of course he fucking didn't look like Tom Brady out there. Like, but give him a few weeks, you know? Like, what is he gonna look like? He said this in his post game thing. The year that he won the title, or the league passing title, and he took the Houston Texans to the playoffs. You know what they started that year? 0-4. 0-4. They look like dog shit. He won 11 in a row in Houston. 11. He's always started slow. Always. He's always been a second half guy. If you look at his quarterback, he's always started slow in the first half, picked it up in the second half. He's just always been that guy. But nobody ever paid attention to it because he was in lowly fucking Houston, where it didn't matter until the 11-4 season, you know, and then all this shit hits, and, you know, now we're where we're at. So now all eyes are on Deshaun, but he's always been this guy. People just have never ever looked at it. So let's not think that after one bad game he can't turn around and be the guy he was in Baltimore. I truly think he can be that guy, and I'm not going to give up on this guy because I know it comes next. Like front office said, I know what the other options are. Like, I'm not looking to just ride Jameis Winston. This roster is so good that, sure, if Deshaun Watson doesn't take us anywhere, will it be a failure? Absolutely. Are we wasting a roster? Absolutely. But what the fuck are we doing with Joe Flacco back there? That was basically duct tape. What would Jameis Winston be? Another duct tape of, hopefully we can win enough games. He's not great, but he's good. We're going to win games with Jameis Winston, but we are not going to a Super Bowl with Jameis Winston. So we're looking at another maybe 9 to 11 win season, probably not 11, closer to 9. We sneak into the playoffs, we get fucking toasted again because Jameis Winston's never done shit. And then what? You know, so it's like, you know, so, or do we just hope that our best option is a healthy Deshaun Watson? The only guy that's going to take us to a Super Bowl is Deshaun Watson, the best version of Deshaun Watson, not the one we got now, the one we paid $230 million for. Baker Mayfield, the way he's playing, this bullshit of, oh, man, we should have kept Baker. Really? Because 2 fucking teams after us said Baker was dog shit and got rid of him. So it took 3 teams to dump Baker Mayfield for him to grow the fuck up. I am very happy that he has landed on a great roster. He is killing it. I'm very, very happy. But he's playing with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. He's got a fucking Super Bowl caliber team around him. And, you know, like I said, I'm glad he's playing well, but like, let's not act like that Baker Mayfield that we had was going to come back that next year and lead this Browns team. We weren't going to a Super Bowl without him either. So in my opinion, none of this ends with the Super Bowl unless Deshaun Watson finds who he is and becomes the old Deshaun Watson, and then that's where we kind of go from there. Because so I'm not really ready to throw in the towel on the only option we have. He might ruin it, but he's also the only one that I think that can get us there. I don't want to see us just hope God Jameis Winston plays well every week.
Us, because of this contract, there is no option. We have to ride it out. But like I'm just from a fan perspective, I'm just ready for a return on that investment, because you're also looking at like, man, like how deep are we into that contract now without a return on that investment? But then like those 3 first rounders, and look what the Texans did with those first rounders, and look what they've built, and look what they got going. You're like, man, that looks pretty fucking good. And we're still over here kind of holding our dick.
Return, like, bro, but we weren't gonna draft those guys. Like that wasn't.
No, but like what I think about what we could have done with those first rounders, and I'm like, man, that would have been nice.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Berry can't draft first rounders to save his life, so probably not much. Probably would have drafted somebody with character issues like he
draft
likes to do.
Or trade something.
I guess my rebuttal to that would be is like, look, when if we had right now, this is the most like we have finally gone all in on a guy, and like even if it doesn't work, it's like what we go back to being
the Browns.
The Browns. I mean, it's not like we've just like taken, you know, a big leap of faith on like we're some big, incredible winning. You know, we're used to winning 12 games a year franchise. Blah blah. Like as soon as we get to Deshaun out of the way, we can go right back to that. You know, it's like that ain't happening. So it's like What? So we don't get any return on the investment. We're waiting. We've never had a return. You know what investment you've never had a return on, Stuart?
Being
The
a Browns
Browns.
fan.
Yeah, you've been investing in them forever,
Totally.
and they've never paid dick. Same
But
here. They've never paid off. So
I
it's
said
like,
the same thing to a friend at work because they were asking me like, dude, like just like the mismanagement and everything. I was like, look, man. I was like, bad contracts come and go, bad management comes and goes. Jimmy and D Haslam die at some point. I was like, all that shit's. I was like, dude, but Browns forever, man. Like, what do you want me to do? Just
And-
like then not be a Browns fan anymore?
And
No,
can I just say, like,
Deshaun
about-
Watson will not be there someday. Jimmy and D Haslam will not be there someday. Andrew Berry will not be there. Stefanski will not be there someday. But the Browns will be there.
damn right.
You got.
I'm sorry,
I got to ride. I got to ride with them.
Yeah, I'm with that, and I'm sorry I tried to cut you off.
It's all good.
I just wanted to push back a little bit. I know that the Texans got some nice players, specifically 2 nice players in the deal that they got for
Will
Deshaun
Anderson and
Tank.
Dell.
Okay, I am a Tank Dell believer, but to say that he is a steal of a draft pick, I don't think is there yet. And Will Anderson was a very highly touted draft pick, which was a no-brainer. But we weren't going to draft him alongside Myles Garrett, right? You weren't going to invest another pick. So we were going to take somebody else. And I don't know what the picks around Will Anderson were, but my guess is they're not as dominant as he is.
Well, that's one thing because that's what I'm saying. Like, if we still had those, I wonder what we would have done with those, and like I wonder what kind of position we would have been in had we had those to trade elsewhere, or use them to move some other pieces, or get another piece, or just trade for like another veteran quarterback that we didn't have to pay $230 million. Whatever.
2023.
But that's our investment. We bet the house. We gotta see where the ball lands. Is the ball going to land on black or red, man?
And if anything, dude, like I'm happy that again, even if all of this goes to shit, at least they fucking tried. Like, and that's I'm not right. I am okay with seeing Jimmy Haslam being like, "Fuck it, here's the goddamn checkbook. Let's see what we can go do here." Like, you have to. It's because before this move, everyone was, oh, well, the Browns never do that. The Browns never, they're never going to go for it. They're never going to go make a home run move or try to swing. But it's only because so far we have pretty much swung and missed that people are hating on this. And it's like, but in reality, the Cleveland Browns, a team that has historically been known and shit on for losing and made fun of, went out and tried to hit a home run and fucking something that, let's not forget, there were about 8 other teams in this goddamn race for Deshaun Watson. If
we weren't the only ones.
It was a bidding war.
One of these other teams would have been dealing with this, and all those fan bases who are probably in our messages right now going, sexual predator, fucking weirdos, you pieces of shit. I can't believe you support him, even though they had their Deshaun Watson Atlanta Falcons jersey in their fucking cart, up until the day he came to Cleveland. It's like, it's just
we only got him because we fully guaranteed that.
And now look at all these money and honestly, what did Andrew Berry do? Everybody's talking about that fucking thing. The fully guaranteed is the one thing, but if anything, market price, he's like 5th. He's like 4th or 5th now. Other people are making more than him. Dak Prescott's never done anything. Ever. And he's making $60 million a year. He's never done anything.
Well, Dak had such a great game on Sunday. I've heard that the last 2 days, and I'm like, did we watch the same game? Because we were fisting him for a second there. He had more 3-and-outs in the first half than I think anybody really remembers of that game. I know they had that one touchdown on the blown coverage, and that was a nice pick read, but that's also child's play.
Yeah,
that's
Juan Thornhill. Thanks, Juan.
Yeah. Besides that play, I don't know that Dak looked that good. I don't know why everybody's blowing him up.
I'm so fucking sick of Juan Thornhill.
Dude, get him out of here.
Wait, here. Let me ask you this. Give me a positive takeaway from Sunday as a Browns fan.
Jerry Jeudy scored a touchdown. He looked good running routes. I think that if Deshaun Watson can hit, if our fucking O-line, which they released the depth chart for this weekend, and today, and Jed and Conklin are both listed as starting this week.
Thank God.
So I don't, who fucking knows?
Never thought I'd be
Jack
happy to
Conklin
see
was
Jed
supposed to
back.
start Sunday. That pissed me off. Jed Willis, we knew was not going to be there on Sunday. We knew it. He came out and said it on like Thursday in an interview. He's like, "Look, I'm not starting this weekend." Even though he'd been practicing on and off all week, he had pretty much lit up. Jack Conklin, what in the fuck are you doing? You practice basically all week long. You're going to be there, and then all of a sudden, Saturday night, Sunday morning, he's inactive. So it's just we've got to quit with the bullshit. Let's get healthy. But that is I really think that if the O-line is there and we give Deshaun some time, I do think some of his deep throws look like shit. I think he airmailed some for sure.
Yep.
But I think that my highlight was the Judy touchdown. I think the route was good. The ball was
nice.
beautiful. The beautiful ball right on his hands. An out right to the corner of the end zone. You could very easily throw. Yeah, well, that's what happens when we do this, Frank. So that's why we made a sports show, because we never can talk about sports without going full blown sports.
But so Judy, healthy O-line, come back, a lot of promise there. Front office, you got anything? A positive
I thought
takeaway?
the defense, before they got tired in the second half, looked as advertised outside of a few missed coverage. I thought we had pressure.
I think Newsome looked really good.
Greg had a better game.
The Warden looked good. I'll tell you. Let me tell you what
CD Lamb got kind of shut down. What do you have, like 60 yards on the day?
He made one nice catch on the outside, but other than that, I was like,
Newsome shut him down.
Can Denzel Ward, for the love of God, when we're down 20, can we put away the goddamn celebration that he does? The fucking
the guns, yeah.
No, he goes.
Yeah.
Oh, air guitar.
And can we get a Guardian cap on that guy?
Holy
dude,
shit.
Dude, please.
There's only is it week one? Wasn't there like one guy rocking a Guardian?
There's only
cap?
a few.
I saw like one dude on the Steelers, like an O lineman rocking one.
Yeah, CD was 10 targets, 5 receptions, 61 yards. He did have 3 rushing attempts.
Did Nick pee himself?
No, I spilled a little soda right
Oops.
But yeah, it's like, that pisses me off. The whole, like, Denzel fucking, like, come on, bro. Let's quit fucking showboating down 33-10.
Right. Tired of personal victories are over once you get to the fucking NFL.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made a big play in college. I'm glad you stood out. Maybe you'll earn a contract. But it's like, dude, it's a team game, bro.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so whatever. Browns, look, 0-1. We got the easiest stretch of games coming up. Jacksonville, fucking, I think we've got Washington or something.
Let's see what happens.
An away game in Jacksonville, I think that's winnable, dude. I think we could totally go to Duval and win.
Yeah, their secondary is butthole. So, I'm with you. I mean, I don't know. I just think that we're still in an all right spot. Whole AFC East looked like shit. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Ravens looked all right, but Lamar Jackson literally airmailed a ball 4 rows into the seats instead of hitting wide open Zay Flowers. Yeah, shout out to the Titans, dude. Pieces of shit. I knew Caleb was going to win that game. I called that earlier last week, even though he didn't do much to win it. But, yeah. So, Browns week 2 coming up. This week we've got, hopefully, our noon game. Hopefully no more afternoon games for a minute.
Also, Giants, never wear throwbacks week 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Actually,
sure
don't wear those throwbacks ever again.
Well, I think they wear those when we play them in a couple weeks. So,
those are the worst.
Yeah, I think they do wear those, and I think we might wear our. I don't know if we wear our white ones that game or not, but yeah, I don't know. Let's get our own line. Let's get Jed and Conklin in there. Let's get fucking Deshaun some time to throw. We got to give this guy some time. Like, there's nobody. It was so funny because right after the Jets' first drive last night, one of the Browns reporters goes, man, Aaron Rodgers doesn't look rusty, like trying to take a shot at Deshaun Watson, and then everything from that point on, he just looked like dog shit. And I'm like, yeah, he does. Like, yes, he does. No one comes back from the guy just needs to play football. That's all Deshaun needs. I think the guy just needs a stretch of football, 6 weeks of football, nonstop, start every game, props to the guy for not. They wanted to take him out at the end of the game. He said no. He's like, I'm taking every step. I'm not going to sit on the fucking sideline. So, shame recruit. I hope one of the Browns assistant. Dude, I'm telling you right now. Look, they need to because you're looking at somebody, bro. I'm telling you right now. I am not. I just want the Browns to win. I want the Browns to be good. I want the Browns, and I am not going to give up on my quarterback because a bunch of the moment he is proven to be who they say he is, we'll have that conversation. But until then, it's all bullshit, and I just don't think Cleveland fans. I love you guys to death, but you guys are some of the most obnoxious fucking people. Like it's just, these guys are so. One day they're like this guy Nick Carnes, who shouting, Nick Carnes. Most of the time he's got good takes, but this guy Sunday morning, right, posts his DraftKings parlay. He goes, lock it in or carve it into stone, right? It's he picks all Deshaun Watson overs, like 250 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, at least 1 touchdown, all these things. He's like carved into stone. Guy,
no.
Deshaun Watson's team blocked him on Twitter like a year ago when they were trying to get all the new, when all that stuff was heavy and they were just like on a blocking spree. And he had people tweet out that he was friendly so he would get unblocked. This guy was just riding Deshaun's nuts. Within an hour of the game being over, he's posting a picture of Amari Cooper and Joe Flacco on Nickelodeon last year, talking about what would it take to get Joe Flacco back. It's like, dude, like you people are so fucking obnoxious. Like it's like
pick a fucking side.
Pick a side. Like 3 hours ago, you were ready to carve into stone that he was going to throw 2 touchdowns, 250 yards, and get the win. And then when he didn't, let's go get Joe Flacco. It's just like these guys. He's never going to get the time of day out there, and I guess he might never. But
probably,
I don't know.
He's divisive.
So fickle fair with their fans. Yeah, they're all pussies. Before we wrap this up, I do want to get into. I know it's a little late here, but I do want to get into at least we'll talk about Tyreek more tomorrow. But I do want to talk about the Kendrick thing real quick. So Kendrick gets the. We can even talk about this more tomorrow, but I do want to cover this Charlemagne thing because we got the front office and I waited for this one. So obviously Kendrick Lamar, we know the year that him and Drake have had. We covered it here extensively. We were actually live when a couple of them came out. So we were very involved in all of that. Obviously, we're all Kendrick fans and all hip hop fans are all about it. Stuff like that. Front office, Franks, 2 very long-standing Kendrick Lamar fans.
Shout out.
So so we're obviously following it, and we're all hip hop fans, so we're following this shit anyway. Well, there really can't be a bigger, probably not a bigger victory in this beef so far than Kendrick Lamar now getting. Well, if anybody remembers, this song started over. What was that song? First Person Shooter. And if you remember, in that song, they go, big as the what? Me and Drizzy go, we are big as the Super Bowl or whatever. They're talking about how them together are as big as the Super Bowl. Now Kendrick Lamar gets the Super Bowl after beefing with him.
Game and match.
And Jay-Z put him there, which a lot of people, now there's the Lil Wayne thing, which we'll get into a little more tomorrow about, maybe Lil Wayne should have whatever. Lil Wayne came to speak sentences, and apparently they said I read an article today where when they are determining those things, apparently the NFL and Jay-Z and that group, they boil down a few options and they send it to the host city, and apparently the host city makes the decision. So if that's true, that means that Louisiana didn't even want Lil Wayne doing the halftime show. So that speaks volumes. But the thing about this is everybody is so excited about him doing this because are we going to see Kendrick Lamar call Drake a pedophile in front of 125 million people, however many people show up, watch the Super Bowl?
Can I just ask, how the fuck do you not? How do you do this show and not play your biggest song in the last couple of years?
I'm going to tell you. That I'm going to tell you, bub. So,
hit me.
Charlemagne the God.
Oh, fuck Charlemagne.
Talked about this today. And he says that Drake has probably already taken legal action over the Lamar performance. And I've read through this one, and it does sound pretty likely. Charlemagne the God says Drake won't let Kendrick Lamar get away with performing Not Like Us. He says he expects the people from NFL, Rock Nation, and more have all already received legal letters in the wake of Kendrick Lamar announcing his performance at the Super Bowl. Discussing the move on Monday's episode, Charlemagne argued that Drake will not be okay with Kendrick Lamar calling him a pedophile on stage at the event. If he does not like us at the Super Bowl, I want the opening chords and then just the hook. If you think that the NFL and Rock Nation and a bunch of other people didn't get a whole bunch of legal letters yesterday from people with owls as their stamp, I promise you, you're not calling me a pedophile at the Super Bowl. I guarantee you the OVO people sent so many legal letters yesterday. And that's where it stops. But that sounds very likely to me.
Sure. I mean, they can protest. They can say a lot of things. At the end of the day, it's art.
I don't think we get. I think look with the way they mesh Super Bowl performances up with songs and stuff like that. I do think we get Not Like Us, but I think we get it like he says. I think we get a chorus. I think we get like the beat. Maybe in, I see dead people whisper type thing.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get the wop 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 or like
a family
A minor
certified pedophile man on a family thing like the Super Bowl.
An A minor. Could you imagine him dragging out the A minor in front of 200 million people?
Now, moment that the like They're Not Like Us hits, like the whole crowd is gonna hit it. Maybe an OVO, but I don't know. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. I don't know, man.
Because you got to think that like he would go after him for like what? I guess that would be defamation at that point. I guess.
But again, that's
already out there.
It's already out there.
That's what I mean. It's art. It's been done. If you're going to go after that, you'd have to do it now. And that's an easy defense.
Looked like such a hoe, dude.
Look at what he said about me.
Kendrick,
you know what I mean? If
Kendrick
you sue
agrees
him,
to it. What was it?
I was going to say, if Drake sues him for defamation, Kendrick is going to say, okay, here's your countersuit letter because of the shit that you said about me and my family. Right? It goes both ways. That's why a lawsuit like that
litigation
would never work.
Until the Super Bowl, like until through the Super Bowl. It's argued in court until through the Super Bowl. So like there's no judgment call. Kendrick Lamar comes in and goes, hey, I want live musicians. So that he can call the audible right there on the field. And all of a sudden the keyboard just and the whole crowd goes, oh shit.
Dude, that would be
it has to show up.
I literally just got goosebumps thinking about that.
Yeah. It has to show up in the Super Bowl. I agree. They probably don't play the whole song. They're going to pick and choose parts of it. But we're going to get the chorus, and that's going to be enough. Because even if people that have never heard that song go, oh, that's kind of nice. Let me go play. Oh, my God. This song is actually
How much does he lose if he
Drake.
sues him? A lot, dude. That's what I'm saying. I think he does look like I mean, yeah, Drake doesn't really come out of that looking very good. That's for sure.
No, but he's got too much pride.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I agree. He put up a good fight, a better fight than I thought he could do.
Man, but I just don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, I'm very happy that he got it. He took shots at Drake in the fucking video, which is hilarious. Dude. When he's like, you only get one chance to win a championship, right? No round twos. Right? Which shows you that he's watching, because within a week of that video, Drake or academics or somebody from Drake's camp was like, yeah, get ready for round two, or we're gonna win round two. Or Drake, I think, said at a show he was gonna win round two or something. So then the fact that Kendrick comes by in the commercial and he's like, now you only get one chance for a championship, right? Ain't no round twos. It's like, God damn, dude. Like, he's even hitting you, and Apple and them let him put that in there. Like, it's just, it's a brutal year for Drake. I mean, this is a big dub for Kendrick right here. This is. Now, if he brings out Black Hippie, like I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get some shit. This is gonna be a pretty cool fucking.
And Wayne's gonna be in there. You know what I mean?
What if he brings Wayne out? Yeah,
he's going to 1,000%. I promise you, he's gonna bring Wayne out.
Bro, I've seen Lil Wayne perform
$20 right now, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. Like, there's just no fucking way. There's no way Wayne is on it. Yeah, I think Rihanna's gonna be there. I think Rihanna.
I'll take that right now, Bronx. 20.
I think Rihanna's going to be there, and I think what if we get a Black Hippie reunion there? That'd be pretty sick.
Man, sick.
Would be pretty fucking crazy. But we cannot go against Drake like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's very.
He ain't gonna be out there for that song. I'm just making. I'm talking about like in the performance. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that'd be wild.
He's the
dude.
biggest rapper from
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Like, there's a no brainer.
Do
It'd be like going to the West Coast and not calling Dre.
Does he do Not Like Us? Does he open? Like, do
I
you
don't
hear
know.
like the whisper? Do you get the whisper and the Not Like Us to kick the show off, or do you get it like towards the middle or the end to keep it like going? Shut it down, or like I almost feel like, man, all the lights go out. You get the fucking I see dead people, and then you get the and then you get the fucking Not Like Us chorus, or like a few lines Not Like Us, and then he kicks it into something else or something like that. Like I think that would be pretty tits.
Tease it at the start and then cut out. Do some fucking just some bangers.
Come back to it.
Oh yeah, just come back.
Swing back around, hit that chorus again, dude.
Ooh. Yeah, dude.
What a fucking
Okay, 90,000 people say OVO. Oh.
Dude, if we get an OVO Super Bowl,
shit.
dude, I will fucking like smoke crack.
I want
plays the whole song.
I want disco light stick in every single person's hand in the audience, synchronized drones, OVO, drone owl in a cage. Like, come on.
Just a caged LED owl, dude. Just cage the fuck up. Bro, that'd be sick. He just throws away the performance and does the entire 6 minutes of Not Like Us. that is the Super Bowl.
Like, that was the Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show.
Everybody's sitting around like, what the fuck just happened? Drake comes out like Bane.
The internet is fucking having a meltdown.
Every Grammy performance he's ever done has been unbelievable. Yeah, like, dude, the Slaves, when he came out dressed and everybody's in a chain gang. Yeah, he's always had pretty crazy stuff. So I'm very excited about it. Very, very stoked that he got the, they knew it. They knew the assignment, I felt, on this one. It was the big year. I'm actually kind of surprised that someone that relevant and someone like, obviously he's been big forever, but right now Kendrick's having quite the moment. And it's like, rarely do they put somebody that like freshly hot onto that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even then it's like, you'll get somebody like, you get Rihanna or Shakira or like somebody, but there's always like somebody who's like you haven't seen in a couple years, but they would be a great Maroon 5 or something. It's nobody that's like hot right then and there. And like, dude, Kendrick Lamar is like on fire, and they were like, we got to get him in the Super Bowl now. And that's sick. Taylor has not done the Super Bowl, no.
Dude, just when we get out of here, I think time to turn on the debate.
Yeah, I'm excited.
People are losing their fucking mind right now.
Apparently,
I'm going to start it from the beginning. Don't tell me. I'm going to start it from the beginning.
I can't get it. Let me tell you one thing.
Tell me something.
Trump said people are eating cats.
Yes. He says that illegal immigrants are eating everyone's dogs and cats.
Hell yeah, dude.
Stu made it way worse. I just gave you one clip.
Yeah, well, that's the fucking
people are eating cats.
Not the Guatemalans.
Well, probably.
No, it's not the Guatemalans. It's the who were eating. Who do you say was eating?
The fuck out of here, Franks.
I sent this to Jack last night. I sent a thing to Jack. Oh, Haitians, because it was I sent him a thing last night that said, "We let the Haitians eat the furries." And it was funny because his response was, he's like kind of right wing. He goes, "Bro, I don't know what that story is. I've just seen random people post, but I'm too afraid I'll just spot some racist reaction, and you're gonna find me posting death to Haiti on Facebook." Jack just gets triggers in his brain. He's just like, "Fuck Haiti, fuck Haiti, fuck Haiti." Dude, that is so funny. But all right, we'll wrap this up. Tomorrow, though, we are going to get into some music. I do want to get in. Well, maybe we'll save this next week. I do want to get into the Linkin Park new singer because she is a weirdo. Scientology's fucked up. But, dude, Dead Sarah is such a kick-ass fucking band, dude. God, I love her band that she's in.
Good.
But we'll get into that some other time because we are at about 2:40, man, about 9:30.
Well done, boys.
We did start a little bit late today. I was a little late. Obviously, I had shit going on. And then the front office, we didn't start late because of the front office. We started late because of me. But, dude, great show. I mean, it was just us and Franks, basically. Where is our community at, dude?
Green was in here before. Green knew that I was
Where's
coming,
Bud?
and he had to
Where's
leave.
Peppers? Where are our people at, dude? I guess I'm just gonna have to stream 5 days this week. Just keep everybody on their toes. I'm just gonna hit you every time you think you can relax. Nope, pushing Mongo just went live.
Let's ask the fucking Discord babies. Like, what do you need from us?
Yeah,
What are we?
maybe
What are
you
we
ask
lacking
them.
right
I feel like I think I get ignored in there sometimes. I post too much. I say I talk too much. You get in there and say, "Hey, where the fuck are you at?" McDub dropped a paycheck and then disappeared. Yeah, dude. What the
what's
fuck?
lacking right now?
Yeah, tell us what we're at. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're still trying to gain back from the Ireland thing. I mean, just like
Yeah,
get that
it's like
momentum, especially with the
momentum,
front
like-
office back.
yeah, front office. It's like it's
It's
not
coming,
been all
baby.
three of us, like you said. It's either been just you or just me, or then it's just us two. And then lately we've had Dale on, we've had Yiddy on, which I need to get a hold of Yiddy about tomorrow. Tomorrow, Dale and I are going to be. Make sure you guys tune in. Dale will be live on show. We're going to be doing our guillotine front free agency. It's kind of cool, the fab thing there. So we're in that guillotine where every year I think that Dick Sucking Condo is high point. Where the fuck is everyone? That's what I'm saying. I think that was actually a really good conversation. I thought that was awesome. Dude, shout out to McDubs though for bringing all his boys into the FanDuel. If you guys haven't joined that FanDuel thing, do that. This week I made it 15 because now that I've learned how to auto resize, I can make it too many people, and then if not enough people join, then it'll just resize. But sure. Make sure you guys join that. Shout out to McDubs. He brought all his boys over, and he sent me another one yesterday, so he's still recruiting on that. Yeah, it's just kind of just been us back and forth doing this and that. But yeah, anyways, the guillotine with Dale tomorrow. So obviously the guillotine every week, the bottom team gets eliminated. You're just trying to survive for the first 10 weeks till you get down the first 10. What I learned is the team that loses and gets eliminated, their team gets dissolved and thrown back into free agency.
Oh, wow.
So that is what fab is. So instead of us just fabbing for guys that are right now in free agency, if the number one guy had Christian McCaffrey and they lost, or somebody lost, like that entire team now goes back into free agency. So now, and you only got $100 worth of fab for the year.
It's like when someone gets fired in my office and everyone starts raiding the cubicle and like, cool, he's got a better stapler than me.
They're straight the fuck up. Like it's brutal. So it's going to be some bidding, and you got to make sure you don't want to bid it all week one, because who knows, week 5 you lose somebody, and then maybe the team that has Justin Jefferson gets eliminated. So it's like. So it's going to be interesting. So make sure you guys tune in on that tomorrow. We're going to be doing that in the later half of the show. That should be good. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But, man, we really appreciate you guys coming out. It's been a super fun show. So fucking good to have the front office back. Like, seriously, It's so beautiful to have just hear. It's so nice to hear all three of our voices. Like, it's just a beautiful thing. So hopefully you guys will get plenty more threesomes from Pushing Mongo.
I was going to joke, but no, yeah, you definitely are. You definitely are.
But, all right, guys. But you guys have a good rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys scan that QR code if it's just Franks in here. But if it's not just Franks, make sure you guys join that FanDuel. Join all our other shit. Follow us on Action. We had no Mongo. Yeah, we had no Mongo money lines today. We took the day off. Tomorrow we'll be back with some more bets. And make sure you guys get the FanDuel and everything else that we've got going on. But scan that QR code. It'll show you everything that's going on. Join the Discord. Stu's going to get in there in a few minutes and crawl on your asses about what you guys need to do or what we need to do to make this show better. So, all right, fellas. Well, you guys have a good rest of your night. Love you guys enough. You owe me $20. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Love you all.
All right, fellas. Have a good rest of your night. Peace.